104 पर पहुंची नेपाल की टीम। एक खिलाड़ी का खसारा है अभी उनको। इस बार ऑफ स्टंप से काफी बाहर थी ये गेंद, पहले लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी और अब ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर में था।
अगेन वाइड। ये भी B1 कैटेगरी के बॉलर हैं, तो शायद उनको लाइन B3 कैटेगरी के बॉलर हैं। सॉरी,
मेथापो B3 कैटेगरी के खिलाड़ी हैं। अपना मजमूई तौर पर चौथा ओवर करा रहे हैं। अभी तक इन्होंने 90 तुली बॉलिंग कराई है। एक और अच्छी शॉट नरेश चौधरी की। एक स्कोर मुकम्मल किया। दूसरे स्कोर के लिए दौड़ना चाह रहे थे। आमिश जो है सागर की रनिंग कर रहे हैं। मना किया नरेश ने आमिश को कि ये खतरनाक हो सकता है।
सागर सामना करेंगे, जबकि नरेश जो है वो 49 स्कोर पर पहुंच गए हैं। 35 बॉल्स पे एक स्कोर चाहिए उन्हें अपनी 50 कंप्लीट करने के लिए।
अपील, जोरदार अपील। अंपायर अपनी जगह संजीदगी से मौजूद, रन आउट होने का खतरा था, लेकिन फिर जो विकेट कीपर थे वो देर से पहुंचे और अंपायर की जानिब से संजीदगी का मुजाहिरा। अपनी जगह मौजूद 109 पर पहुंची नेपाल की टीम और 32 पर पहुंच गए सागर 23 गेंदों का सामना करके। और ठप्पा
एक स्कोर चाहिए और अब सामना करेंगे नरेश।
और इस एक स्कोर की शॉट के साथ 50 मुकम्मल कर ली है। नरेश ने दूसरे रन के लिए भी दौड़ रहे हैं। गैप शॉट खेली, शानदार 50। अहम मैच में नरेश चौधरी B3 कैटेगरी के खिलाड़ी अपनी सेंचुरी मुकम्मल कर चुके हैं। 36 गेंदों पर 51 स्कोर की पारी, 2 चौकों की मदद से 141.67 की औसत से खेल रहे हैं। अभी तक नाकाबिले शिकस्त नरेश चौधरी की शानदार पारी नेपाल के लिए, नेपाल की पोजीशन को मुस्तहकम करने के लिए आमिश और सागर ने गले लगाकर मुबारक दी नरेश चौधरी को। 111 12 ओवर के इख्तिताम पर 1-1-1
ऑन द बोर्ड से और 12 ओवरों में स्कोर हो चुका है 111। स्ट्रॉन्ग बैटिंग लाइनअप हमें देखने को मिल रही है, जिसमें अभी बहुत से बैटर आने को बाकी और 9.25 की औसत से अब तक स्कोर बनाया है। शानदार 50 की नरेश ने और भरपूर साथ दे रहे हैं उसका सागर। उन्होंने अभी लास्ट ओवर में बड़ा अच्छा अब तक जा रहे थे उनके बॉलिंग B3 कैटेगरी के बॉलर की, लेकिन इस अट्ठे ने सारा उनका जो खराब कर दिया।
B2 पहले बिल्ला आए हैं गेंद कराने के लिए। सागर की एक और एक्स्ट्रा कवर पर अच्छी शॉट। मिडफील्डिंग हुई थोड़ी सी, गेंद फंबल हुआ। मेथापो है। सागर की शानदार बारी जारी और नरेश का भरपूर साथ दे रहे हैं।
2 रन का इजाफा हुआ तो टोटल 4 स्कोर का इजाफा हुआ। स्कोर बढ़ता हुआ पहुंचा 115 16।
टांग पर लगने के बाद गेंद उनके कंधे पर लगी, गले के पास। अंपायर का इशारा, लेग बाई आ जाएगा। सागर की टांग पर गेंद लगने के बाद गले के पास लगी। मसल रहे हैं गले को सागर, लेकिन अभी तक दीवार चीन साबित हुए हैं। सागर 25 गेंदों पर 36 रन की पारी खेलकर अभी तक क्रीज पर मौजूद B1 कैटेगरी की सबसे शानदार पारी खेल रहे हैं। नेपाल की जानिब से जितनी तारीफ की जाए।
144 रन के स्ट्राइक रेट के साथ खेल रहे हैं सागर। 90 स्कोर की पार्टनरशिप
बना लेंगे नेपाल की टीम। लेग स्टंप से काफी बाहर की ये गेंद अंपायर के हाथ निगाह में खुले हैं। वाइड बॉल का इशारा। 48 गेंदों पर 49 गेंदों पर 88 रन की शराकत जारी और आउट हो सकते थे आमिश और नरेश की अच्छी रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट। डाइव लगातार तक पहुंचाया। शॉट स्क्वायर लेग की जानिब, फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद है। एक बार फिर अच्छी फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा जनूबी अफ्रीका की अगर बात की जाए सैयद साहब, तो फील्डिंग उनकी इतनी बुरी नहीं रही है। गो के नेपाल के बल्लेबाजों ने ग्राउंड के चारों तरफ बहुत खूबसूरत शॉट खेले। हम फील्डिंग को दोष नहीं दे सकते, हमें यकीनी तौर पर दाद देनी होगी नेपाल के बल्लेबाजों को।
साउथ अफ्रीका की फील्डिंग जो है शुरू से ही बहुत अच्छी है। 98 में जब ये चैंपियन बने, 2002 में भी ये रनर अप रहे, और उसके बाद जितने भी मैचेस उन्होंने खेले फील्डिंग में बहुत अच्छे हैं और अपनी फील्डिंग का खास ख्याल रखते हैं। और जो टेक्निकलिटी थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है वो बैटिंग और बॉलिंग में है। जिस तरह आज मॉडर्न क्रिकेट में इंडिया और पाकिस्तान या बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका जो है वो थोड़े से आगे निकल गए हैं एशियन कंट्रीज। ये भी इंशाल्लाह वक्त के साथ साथ मेहनत कर रहे हैं, इंतजामिया भी मेहनत कर रही है और ये भी काफी मुझे लग रहा है और इनकी इस तरह फील्डिंग और बॉलिंग को देखते हुए स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाएगी।
13 ओवर के इख्तिताम पर एक विकेट के नुकसान पर बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर नेपाल का 121 1-2-1। लिए उन्होंने अपने पहले ओवर में नरेश चौधरी सामना करेंगे। पार्टनरशिप शराकतदारी सैयद सलमान बुखारी साहब सेंचुरी के करीब जा रही है। 92 स्कोर की शराकतदारी हो चुकी है दोनों बल्लेबाजों के दरमियान।
पहले विकेट 29 पे गिरी थी तो 92 रन की हो चुकी है। 8 रन चाहिए अपनी सेंचुरी पार्टनर की। और असल चीज आप ये देखें, याद के काफी तेज खेले हैं। 11 जितनी भी इन्होंने बॉल खेली है तो उस हिसाब से देखा जाए तो 11 रन पर औसत इन्होंने अब तक स्कोर बनाया है। और अगर सागर और नरेश अभी विकेट पे मौजूद रहे और कोई पार्टनरशिप 150 तक चली तो यकीनन ये 200 चेज कर जाएंगे, 200 क्रॉस कर जाएंगे।
डगआउट है नेपाल की टीम का जो काफी मुतमईन दिखाई दे रहे हैं और काफी पुरजोश भी है। बिल्कुल, अगर नरेश और सागर क्रीज पर मौजूद रहे तो खतरे की घंटियां बजाते रहेंगे। काफी खतरनाक होगा जनूबी अफ्रीका के लिए। जनूबी अफ्रीका को एक लंबा हदफ का सामना करना पड़ेगा अगर ये दोनों बल्लेबाज ज्यादा देर क्रीज पर ठहरे रहे। जैसे कि नरेश काफी तजर्बाकार है और 40 गेंदों पर अपनी निस्फ सेंचुरी भी मुकम्मल कर चुके हैं और 26 गेंदों पर 36 रन की बारी खेलकर सागर उनका भरपूर साथ दे रहे हैं। ऑफ स्टंप से काफी बाहर थी ये गेंद, अंपायर का इशारा वाइड बॉल। ये डगआउट है जनूबी अफ्रीका की टीम का। उनके कोचिंग स्टाफ और उनके रिजर्व खिलाड़ी यहाँ पर मौजूद। ये दूसरी वाइड आ जाएगी इस बार।
मलिंगा विमान बॉलर हैं और दूसरी वाइड अब तक करा चुके हैं।
डॉक्टर मलिंगा है, ये B1 कैटेगरी खिलाड़ी है। अभी तक काफी महंगे साबित हुए। अच्छी शॉट सागर की, उतनी ही शानदार फील्डिंग का मुजाहिरा। B1 कैटेगरी के खिलाड़ी ने डाइव लगाकर गेंद को रोका, जो कि बहुत कम देखने को मिलता है।
बॉलर B1, बैटर B1, फील्डर B1,
क्या कॉम्बिनेशन बनाया है सैयद सलमान तारिक बुखारी ने। बॉलर B1, बैटर B1, फील्डर B1 और स्कोर B1।
लेकिन स्कोर में इजाफा 2 रन
और इसी वाइड के इजाफे के साथ बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर नेपाल का बड़ी शानदार बल्लेबाजी की बदौलत। बॉलर इतनी ज्यादा खराब बॉलिंग का मुजाहरा नहीं कर रहे, जबकि बल्लेबाजी की जितनी तारीफ की जाए कम होगी। बहुत शानदार बारी खेल रहे हैं दोनों नरेश चौधरी और सागर अपनी टीम नेपाल और अपने मुल्क के लिए इस वक्त। बॉलर बैक ड्राइव किया है इस बार, फील्डर तेजी से गेंद के ऊपर आए, डाइव लगाकर रोकना चाहते थे डॉक्टर मलिंगा। नाकाम, नो बॉल का इशारा अंपायर की जानिब से। स्कोर पहुंचा 128 पर।
99 रन की पार्टनरशिप हो चुकी है इस स्कोर के साथ, 100 रन की पार्टनरशिप।
चार इजाफी स्कोर ले चुके हैं डॉक्टर मलिंगा। पहले वाइड, फिर डबल बना, फिर वाइड और अब नो बॉल। काफी महंगे साबित होते हुए डॉक्टर मलिंगा। ये अच्छी शॉट थी सागर की, स्क्वायर लेग की जानिब खेले। B1 अगर एक बनाएंगे तो 2 काउंट होगा। 131 पर पहुंच गई नेपाल की टीम और सागर पहुंचे 40 पर।
मैं बताता चलूं कि इसमें 3 कैटेगरीज होती हैं, B1, B2, B3। B1 टोटली ब्लाइंड, जो बिल्कुल नहीं देख सकते, या जस्ट लाइट परसेप्शन है, या जिन्होंने ग्लास आउट, ब्लैक आउट ग्लासेस पहने हुए हैं। और B2 कैटेगरी के जो प्लेयर्स
शानदार चौका रिवर्स स्वीप किया इस बार नरेश चौधरी ने। फील्डर काफी दूर थे, अब बल्ले को खोलना शुरू कर दिया है नरेश ने। ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर थी ये गेंद, कोई गलती नहीं की नरेश चौधरी ने। समझ बूझ कर फील्डर का जायजा लेकर गेंद को खेला, रिवर्स स्वीप किया पॉइंट की जानिब। फील्डर काफी दूर तक गेंद के पीछे दौड़ते रहे, लेकिन गेंद आहिस्ता होने के बावजूद भी बाउंड्री लाइन क्रॉस कर गई। एक और चौका मिलेगा।
शानदार चौका, रिवर्स स्वीप जो ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट में खेला जाता है, वो समझ लें कि बहुत अच्छा जो बैटर होता है वो खेलता है। और ये अपनी क्लास दिखाई है नरेश ने अपने इस बाउंड्री में, और इनकी मजबूत तौर पर ये दूसरा चौका था।
आप B1, B2 और B3 कैटेगरी बता रहे हैं।
B2 कैटेगरी बता रहा था। B1 टोटली ब्लाइंड, या बिल्कुल भी नजर नहीं आता, या जस्ट लाइट परसेप्शन होती है। और B2 जो होते हैं वो 3 से 4 मीटर तक बारीक से बारीक चीज को भी रिकॉग्नाइज कर लेते हैं कि आपके हाथ में क्या है, बॉल पॉइंट है, पेन है, पेपर है, ग्लास है, ये क्या है। और थर्ड कैटेगरी होती है B3 वो होते हैं जो 7 से 8 मीटर तक बारीक से बारीक चीज को भी कर लेते हैं, जिस तरह B2 कर लेते हैं। तो इस तरह ये आपको नज़र आ रहा होगा, देख रहे होंगे कि फील्ड बहुत अच्छी हो रही है, बाउंड्री के करीब भी चौके रोके जा रहे हैं, थ्रोइंग बहुत अच्छी है, क्योंकि जैसे जैसे बॉल करीब आती है तो उन्हें बड़ा अच्छा नज़र आना शुरू हो जाता है। इस वजह से ये 3 कैटेगरीज का मिक्सर बन के 4 खिलाड़ी B1 होते हैं, 3 खिलाड़ी B2 होते हैं और 4 ही खिलाड़ी B3 होते हैं। तो ये 11 का स्क्वाड बनता है जो प्लेइंग 11 होती है, और बड़ी दिलचस्प।
आउट हो जाएंगे इस बार। डायरेक्ट थ्रो सागर है गालिबन। सागर की रनिंग कर रहे थे अमिश, लॉन्ग ऑफ की जानिब खेला। फील्डर बहुत क्लोज लिया हुआ था उन्होंने विकेटों के पास। अमिश बगैर देखे भागे और नरेश ने भी पीछे देखने की जहमत नहीं की, कोई गलती नहीं की। फील्डर ने सीधा स्टंप पर मारी और ये दूसरी विकेट भी रन आउट की सूरत में आएगी। बड़े पुरजोश दिखाई दे रहे हैं साउथ अफ्रीका के खिलाड़ी सागर, जो बड़ी शानदार बल्लेबाजी का मुजाहिरा कर रहे थे।
यकीनन सागर बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे थे और बड़ा नुकसान हुआ, और बड़ी अच्छी कामयाबी हासिल की साउथ अफ्रीका की टीम ने। और क्योंकि अब आखिरी 6 ओवर रह गए हैं ऑलमोस्ट, तो यकीनन ये रिस्क लेंगे और कोशिश करेंगे कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा तेज़ी के साथ स्कोर बनाएं और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टारगेट दें साउथ अफ्रीका को।
जितनी तारीफ की जाए सागर की इस बारी की, शॉट अच्छी खेली थी सागर ने, सीधा हाथों में था। बगैर हम आहंगी के नरेश और अमिश दौड़ पड़े। पीछे देखना चाहिए था नरेश को कि फील्डर बिल्कुल पास खड़ा है विकेटों के, और उन्होंने कोई गलती नहीं की फील्डर ने, और सीधा विकेटों में थ्रो किया और डायरेक्ट हिट काफ़ी खतरनाक साबित हुई।
ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट आई थिंक शायद हो गए, क्योंकि काफ़ी अच्छा खेल रहे थे, और दोनों की नरेश और अमिश जो रनर थे सागर के, बहुत अच्छी हम आहंगी थी। और वो पिच पे उनकी रनिंग भी बहुत अच्छी जा रही थी, तो वो कहीं ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो गए कि शायद हम पहुंच जाएंगे, लेकिन फील्डर की बहुत अच्छी फील्डिंग और बहुत ज़बरदस्त डायरेक्ट थ्रो विकेट्स में लगा, जिस वजह से सागर की विकेट का नुकसान हुआ नेपाल की टीम को।
14 ओवर के अख्ताम पर 137 पर 2 नेपाल 9.79 की औसत से खेल रहे हैं।
लेकिन आप ये देखें अयाज के सागर अपना काम कर गए हैं।
जी, जिस जिम्मेदारी के लिए उनको भेजा था, और सागर के आउट होने पर जो खिलाड़ी आए हैं वो पिछले मैच के मैन ऑफ द मैच हैं, पदम बड़ेला। अच्छा सैयद साहब, ये बताइएगा कि हमारे देखने वालों को, सामीन को, चाहने वाले, क्रिकेट से जो मोहब्बत करते हैं, जो हमारे शायकीन है क्रिकेट देख रहे हैं, कितनी किस्म की आपने B1, B2 और B3 तो बताया, कितने किस्म की नो बॉल होती हैं ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट में, आप इसके बारे में भी, ताकि चाहने वालों का और इजाफा हो और उनको दिलचस्पी बढ़े इस खेल में।
देखिए इसमें नो बॉल, बाकी तो जो MCC या नॉर्मल क्रिकेट के रूल्स हैं वो होती हैं। इसमें एक सेंटर लाइन लगी हुई है पिच के दरमियान, अगर बॉल इससे आगे जाकर गिरेगी या टिप्पा खाएगी विकेट पर तो वो नो बॉल होगी, और अगर जो पपिंग क्रीज है वहाँ बॉल गिर जाएगी तो वो भी नो बॉल होगी। और अगर B1 कैटेगरी का स्पेशली बैट्समैन खेल रहा है और अगर 8 इंच से ऊपर बॉल बैट से ऊपर गई, उछल के गई है, तो वो भी नो बॉल हो जाती है। इस तरह इस किस्म की नो बॉल्स हैं। बाकी रन आउट सेम है, कैचेस सेम है, स्टंप वही है, और B1 का सिर्फ 1 से 2 स्कोर काउंट होता है, B2 B3 के सेम स्कोर काउंट होते हैं। और इसमें मैं
सैयद सलमान साहब डायरेक्टर हैं, बड़ी शानदार मालूमाती बातें बता रहे हैं हमें। बांग्लादेश बामुकाबला पाकिस्तान सामना कर रहे हैं इस वक्त। बांग्लादेश 128 पर पहुंची। सैयद सलमान की माहिराना राय लेंगे पाकिस्तान के मैच के बारे में। यकीनी तौर पर पाकिस्तान के शायकीन भी इसके मुंतजिर हैं, और इसी दौरान मिस फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा हुआ और गेंद ऑफ स्टंप से बाउंड्री लाइन की जानिब जा रही है। पहली गेंद खेल रहे थे पदम बड़ेला, और आते ही उन्होंने दिखाया है कि वो इस क्रीज पर आ चुके हैं। पदम बड़ेला नेपाल की टीम के सबसे मंझे हुए बल्लेबाज हैं। आते ही उन्होंने ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर गेंद को रूम बनाकर खेले, फील्डर के हाथ को लगती हुई, जबकि काफी तेज शॉट थी, हाथ भी लगा, फील्डर ने कोशिश भी की, उसके बावजूद गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन क्रॉस कर गई। इस 4 रन के इजाफे के साथ 142।
बहुत ज़बरदस्त शॉट पदम का, और यकीनन पदम आज आखिरी 6 ओवर हैं और इसी तरीके से ही उन्हें शॉट खेलने होंगे, तभी ये 200 से अबव स्कोर पहुंचेगा।
और दूसरी गेंद पर दूसरा चौका, के बाद दीगरे 2 चौके इस बार पॉइंट और एक्स्ट्रा कवर के दरमियान से खेले हैं पदम।
कंसेक्यूटिव बाउंड्रीज पदम अपनी क्लास दिखाते हुए, कल भी उन्होंने 92 किए थे और मैन ऑफ द मैच करार पाए थे, और आज भी जबरदस्त बैटिंग करते हुए
2 मुसलसल गेंदों पर यके बाद दीगरे 2 चौके इस बार पॉइंट के जानिब खेले। पहले कवर पर चौका निकाला और इस बार पॉइंट की तरफ से चौका निकाला। औसत स्कोर का पहुंच चुका है 10.19। पदम के आते ही स्ट्राइक रेट आसमान को छूता हुआ, और इस बार तीसरी शॉट रिवर्स स्वीप, गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन की जानिब जा रही है। शानदार फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा, शानदार फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा। जितनी तारीफ की जाए इस फील्डिंग की, यकीनी तौर पर अपनी टीम के लिए 2 रन बचाए, बाउंड्री के बिल्कुल पास डाइव लगाकर गेंद को रोका और 2 स्कोर बचाने में कामयाब हुए। डीप पॉइंट पर ठहरे हुए फील्डर ने फाइन लेग पर दौड़ते हुए गेंद को फील्डिंग किया।
बहुत जबरदस्त फील्डिंग, और काफी लंबा उन्होंने चेज किया, उस बॉल का पीछा किया और जाके उसे रोका। तो ये क्लास दिखाई कि साउथ अफ्रीका वाले कितने फिट हैं, और स्कोर बढ़ता हुआ पहुंचा है 148 तक। तो मैं बता रहा था कि ये जो कैटेगरीज होती हैं, इसमें ये नहीं है कि आप B1 इकट्ठे भेज देंगे या B2 इकट्ठे भेज दें या B3 इकट्ठे भेज दें। इसमें सर्कल होता है। अगर B1, B2 और B3 ओपनर आए हैं तो 1 डाउन B1 आएगा, फिर नया सर्कल 2 डाउन शुरू होगा, 2 डाउन जो है वो B3 आएगा, जिस तरह या B पदम आए हैं। इसके बाद वो B1 भेजना चाहें या B2 भेजना चाहें तो वो आएगा। इसी तरह अगर B2 आता है तो फिर 3 आउट के बाद B1 आएगा।
एक बार फिर कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया पदम ने, और अच्छी फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा। सैयद सलमान, पाकिस्तान बामुकाबला बांग्लादेश जारी है। 132 पर 5 आउट हो चुके हैं बांग्लादेश के, जबकि 12 गेंदें बकाया है पाकिस्तान की इनिंग की, यानी कि 18.2 ओवर हो चुके हैं और बांग्लादेश की बाकी हैं गेंदें 10। क्या कहेंगे, कितना हदफ देगी बांग्लादेश की टीम?
मेरे ख्याल में इस हिसाब से तो 140 या 45 रन तक पहुंचेंगे ये। और ये पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग को देखते हुए ये बहुत कम स्कोर है। जिस तरह आपने देखा कि पहले मैच में पाकिस्तान ने 130 रन का टारगेट जो है वो ऑलमोस्ट 10 ओवर्स में चेस कर लिया था और सिर्फ एक ही विकेट का नुकसान हुआ था, जिसमें नेमतुल्लाह और जफ़र इकबाल ने बड़ी शानदार बैटिंग की थी और तलहा ज़रा जल्दी आउट हो गए थे। डेब्यू था तलहा का उस मैच में। तो अभी बदर मुनीर, निसार और बहुत बड़े बैट्समैन पीछे अभी मौजूद थे, मतीउल्ला, सलमान, शाहजेब, अकमल। तो बहुत बड़ी एंड तक पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग लाइनअप है और उसको देखते हुए ये बहुत कम स्कोर है।
कल्लाला अपना तीसरा और मजमूई तौर पर 15वां ओवर करा रहे हैं। प्रोजेक्टेड स्कोर भी 149 से 145 आ रहा है। बड़ी जबरदस्त पेशन गोई की है सैयद सलमान ने बांग्लादेश का। 15वें ओवर की आखिरी गेंद थी, मिड विकेट और लॉन्ग ऑन के दरमियान खेले, एक स्कोर का मजीद इजाफा। 15 ओवर के अख्ताम पर 2 विकेटों के नुकसान पर नेपाल की टीम का बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर 154। कमेंट्री बॉक्स में तब्दीली करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच, शुक्रिया सैयद सलमान तारिक बुखारी, डायरेक्टर हैं पाकिस्तान ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन और पाकिस्तान ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट काउंसिल के। और माइक थमाएंगे इजाज अहमद, हमारे सीनियर कमेंटेटर। अगला हवाल क्रिकेट का, नेपाल बामुकाबला जनूबी अफ्रीका दिलचस्प मराहिल में दाखिल हो चुका है।
Thank you very much. As Nepal is cruising towards a big margin, 15 overs gone, 154 for 2. Naresh really in a good nick. He's on 62 in 44 deliveries, and it's really a good day for both teams. They are trying their level best to win this contest today. In the meantime, the ball has been played down to the fine leg. They've got a single in the meantime. And, I think that Naresh really a key wicket. He did bat well against Afghanistan as well as we did see that couple of good 20s and 40s. So he's having a good nick in this event.
Yeah, that he is. I think Naresh Chowdhury is certainly a solid opening batsman for Nepal. Gives them a decent platform and a foundation to build from. Allows the other guys to be able to come in and attack. And today he's been a bit more aggressive than he's shown earlier in the competition. And I guess he's really now just getting into his stride. Certainly, I think the batsmen of Nepal have been helped by the South Africans bowling. Way too many extras. Also, quite often there's been a few misfields, and I think certainly it's been a concerning period for the South Africans, but a fantastic one for Nepal, where having been at 85 at the drinks break, they literally added on 69 runs in the next 5 overs. And there you go. Just speaking of Nepal cruising, they've added another boundary right there. Really going strong, making sure that they're trying to get to that 200 mark. I'm pretty sure it's the target for them now, and going the way they're going, looks like they should finish more or less around 210. Certainly moving very confidently in the way that they're batting, and this partnership in particular between Badam and Naresh, we saw how dangerous and effective it was yesterday against Afghanistan, and it could potentially do the same thing if the South Africans aren't able to certainly slow down their run scoring.
Yes, exactly. They're keeping the same momentum. They're picking up the spot, and when the shot was played at long on, there was no fielder even at deep mid wicket at long on. The fielder from the long leg, he was chasing all the way down. But, I think so that the pick up the gaps, that's been really a key here. Again, a misfielding from mid on, and fumble, just saving the boundary, just saved it. Halfway of the crease, and there is an overthrow, aggression, and you've just given away an extra run here. South African players, though they are falling to save the ball, but they have just given away an extra run.
Yeah, certainly. I think the South Africans have lost their composure along the way. I think the pressure that the Nepalese batsmen have put on them is forcing them to make unnecessary mistakes. Yeah, it's showing in the fumbles, the misfields. Um, one or two guys looks like maybe might be losing their positioning, and at the same time, the overthrows unfortunately are killing them. And having had some overthrows against the B1 like Saga Lama earlier, who ended up making 40 runs, you don't want to be doing that as well with two set batsmen who are solid B3 batsmen both in their own right.
So that ball was trying to play towards offside. The ball was near to the stumps, and even though that batters, they have got 2 runs, it was almost 5 or 6 steps away from the wicketkeeper, who did come downstairs trying to collect the ball, but he couldn't do so. In the meantime, the batters, they have gone for 2.
Yeah, another example right there. I think at this stage, the South Africans really just need to get a hold of themselves. You can even hear some of the frustration coming from the sidelines, from the other players as well. Really trying to G their boys on, trying to ensure that they perform the way that the team knows they can. We've seen a lot of these players and the capabilities that they've shown in recent times, and certainly not really reflecting what they are truly capable of at the moment in the field.
Yes, I think so that there is some sorts of pressure.
कोले सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु भएको छैन हजुरहरूले सब्स्क्राइब पनि गरिदिनु होला
The score is going up and up. It's 166 for 2 in 16 overs. As Naresh Chaudhary, the B3 player, is on 1747 deliveries. And Padam Badela, the P3 player, 16 runs in 8 deliveries. Currently it's 10.38. The run rate what Nepal blind cricket team has made so far. He was trying to play cross. Appeal was there. And Boshley, he was just having a good pace. And I think so that he thought that he has got his man. But umpire said no, it's not out.
Yeah, Debs are trying to turn to a bowler, can offer some pace and a bit of bounce as well. Just trying to get that breakthrough, really desperate to get rid of this partnership that just keeps piling on more and more runs following the good work that Naresh and Sagar Lama already put on together.
Well, to me, Naresh is the key wicket. 1749. And a partnership worth of 29 in 14 deliveries. Naresh is the key wicket. He's been keeping the same momentum. And if South Africa wants to restrict Nepal cricket team below 200 runs, I think so that will be the key wicket, that Naresh.
Yeah, I think just one could argue that both batsmen are key wickets if they really want to keep it below 200, because we've seen Padam Barela, he makes runs, 2 runs a ball at every time. He's very consistent in his aggressiveness, and the fact that Naresh is such a solid, stable foundation batsman just allows Padam to just always come in with pure aggression and attack, find gaps, put on runs very quickly.
In the meantime, good athletic work at deep fine leg. And batters, they have gone for 2. Again, firmly hit. But long leg and deep fine leg. These are the 2 fielders at deep. What Boshley has taken for his bowling. It's Nepal at 16.5 overs, 170 with a loss of 2 wickets. And projected score is going up and down. Sometimes at a start, like 7 and 8 overs, it was 150. And now it has jumped up to 210.
Yeah. I just felt like 210 would be an ideal target for them, I'd say. Yeah, looking at the way things are going, considering there should still probably be at least one B1 over to go, I'd predict potentially somewhere in the region of 210 to 220. I'd say probably closer to 220 at the moment, particularly if the South Africans aren't able to get the breakthrough in terms that they really need for a wicket, because certainly this partnership seems comfortable. they work well together. They're running hard. They're hitting hard. So certainly, I think for the South Africans, it's just trying to contain at this point, not panicking too much, but unfortunately, I think too much already has settled.
Well, Bangladesh versus Pakistan. Bangladesh has scored 145 with a loss of 6 wickets, where 43 is for Salman, the B3. Then Tarif scored B3 player for 30, and Arif scored 22 runs. And overall, it's 145 with a loss of 6 wickets and 1 wicket each for Babar, Badr, Idris and Salman from Pakistani bowlers.
Yeah, Pakistan, a formidable team, as we know, doing what they do best, strong bowling and fielding, quite clearly to restrict Bangladesh to 145. Bangladesh have been batting quite freely in previous games, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how Pakistan go about that run chase. Yeah, if I was a betting man, I'd probably be going towards Pakistan, but yeah, I guess we'll see how that one turns out.
In the meantime, the ball has been played towards mid-on. Fielder was there, stopped it, and Nepal approaching to 172 with a loss of 2 wickets in 17.1 overs. As Padam, B3 player, 19 in 10 deliveries. Naresh, B3, 73 in 52 deliveries. That has been played back to the bowler. And Malinga fielded on his own bowling. He's a B1 player in excellent fielding. The ball was coming towards him. Yes, he's into his last over. 3.2 overs. And there is some damage with the bat of Padam. They are just requesting umpire to change his pattern. There you go. Very last moments. Well, sometimes I remember that the concentration and the focus can be lost. I remember one of the Cricket World Cup for Pakistan at 1999 when Saeed Anwar changed the grip, and after that he just lost the focus and been clean bowled, dragged on in fact.
Well, I think South Africa would be hoping for exactly that. Hoping that perhaps his lucky bat has been the one that's been damaged, and now maybe he's going to have to deal with something that's a bit unfamiliar to him. But instead, well, it's a boundary. So, new bat, same old Padam. He's out for vengeance. He's certainly making sure that Nepal turn the screws and perhaps right the wrongs of the previous result from the last World Cup, where South Africa had come out on top with the 2022 World Cup. This time, Nepal looking strong, trying to set a foundation that they'll be able to try and defend.
And Malinga was in the firing range. That ball was firmly played, officially played. I would
Like
say.
or subscribe पनि गर्दै
Just
जानु होला.
went down. And in the meantime, another boundary. Well, we are describing that how Malinga saved himself from the previous shot. And I think so he has just gathered himself and he has received another boundary.
I think South Africa will be hoping maybe Padam goes back to the previous bat. Look at the way it's going now. But yeah, this is exactly what we saw from Padam yesterday. So fantastic player. Really impressive the way he goes about his business with the bat. And he certainly makes sure that he leaves a mark for his team. Very confident batsman.
In the meantime, there is a bit of the aggression between the batters now. I think so that looking at 17.5 overs after this, 13 legal deliveries, and narration is on 73. Can he do it for Nepal today? The 3 figures?
I'd say most likely not, considering the limited number of balls remaining. Probably will end up around the high 80s. Yeah, I mean, he's already had a fantastic innings regardless. I mean, he's played fantastically well, really given his team the platform they needed. And no matter what, his coach will certainly be giving him a big hug once he comes off the field at the end of the innings.
Naresh has passed through his best in this event, 72 runs against Afghanistan, and today he's on 73 in 53 deliveries. So he's among the runs. In the meantime, over ball 18 Overs gone. Nepal blind cricket team 182 with a loss of 2 wickets, says Padam. B3 player, 28 runs in 14 deliveries, 53 balls played, 73 runs made by Naresh Chaudhary, the B3 player. And at this stage, projected runs 203. What Nepal has been eyeing on.
Yeah, it seems like maybe a bit of fatigue. I mean, it's quite hot today, and Naresh somewhat his run scoring slowing down slightly, but Badam is there to make sure that no matter what happens, they're still scoring quite briskly. So I think it's going to be an interesting last 2 overs to see. Can South Africa maybe restrict them under 200? I think they'd take 200 and below at this stage. They'd say Nepal probably eyeing 210.
Yes, exactly. That's a pretty focused Padam. So just been wandering around at where should I can get the gap, and there you go, straight delivery. Plays towards mid-off, good fielding. 11 number, Boucher. And he's really active in the centre. Though that we have seen him behind the stumps, lots of noises, in chirping around. And I think so he's a really teammate, keeping all players alive.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the most colourful characters in the team for sure. Extremely active. Yeah, someone who's been one of the most consistent performers in South African blind cricket over the past decade as well. Yeah, a really important figure within the team. Always gives us 100% no matter what. True competitor.
Nepal is 185 with a loss of 2 wickets. That ball was pretty straight in front of the stumps, slightly backing away. Padam has played it down to the sweeper cover. In the meantime, they have gone for 2. Just settling for 187 with the loss of 2 wickets. I think so that South Africa couldn't get wickets in this game today. At this stage, they should have taken like at least 6 or 7 wickets. In terms that if we look onto the Nepali batting line, though they have got experience, but I think that South Africa also having a quality bowlers in their side.
Yeah, certainly. I think considering that they picked up a couple wickets against Pakistan, South Africa surely would have been expecting to perhaps at least pick up a couple more here against Nepal. Didn't quite turn out that way so far for the bowlers, unfortunately. Instead, I think they let themselves down with way too many extras, especially within the middle overs. Started off very well, restricted perfectly, and yeah, let it go in those middle overs, and now I think that they're just trying to bring it back now in these last couple.
Yes, I think so. That a delivery before, that was a chance in front of Boucher, because that ball was upishly played, and couldn't see clearly because he's having his back towards the camera, that either that ball was in his hands or maybe tipping forward in front of him. In the meantime, good fielding. It's number 8 at deep. And there you go. Wicket keeper couldn't hold the ball. An overthrow, and they have gone for 2 runs.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lisedi Lisofi there behind the stumps, unable to collect Siyavuya Mahlehla's throw. You know, Sia's got a very strong arm. It's very quick. And yeah, unfortunately, Lisedi unable to collect. But these are essentially the things that have really let the South Africans down today. I'd say they'd probably have given away probably 30 runs too many, to be quite honest, just through mistakes in the field and with the extras that they've bowled in total.
Yes, extras are 31 now. 3 leg byes, 1 no ball, and 27 wide deliveries.
Insanely high amount of wides that they've bowled, really. I think at this level, you're looking to probably give away at the most maybe 15 extras in your 20 overs to give yourself the best chance, his best. So you know they're capable, quality players. You don't want to be giving them any unnecessary help, which unfortunately they have done so far today.
Nepal 192 for 2 into the last over. Padam slightly backing away, played it towards covers. And they are looking back for 2. And made it. It's Boshley. The B2. He's into his 3rd over. 16 runs, no wickets so far. Well, let's see that if Nepal can cross 200 runs or not. That should be the target here for Nepal and South African bowlers. I think so that if they will not be able to get wickets, what about dot deliveries? Will that be easy for them?
Well, with this combo in attacking mode, last over, there's not that great an opportunity to get dots, but that's always the aim for any bowler, I guess.
Well, in the meantime, we'll let you update about the Pakistan versus Bangladesh. Bangladesh has scored 145 runs. They lost 6 wickets. And Pakistan requires 7.3 runs per over. In the meantime, they have got the wicket, and that's Padam. 34 runs, 20 deliveries, and I think so. He has dented the bowlers.
That he has, and so I guess they try to dent his stumps. Well, there right there is the dot ball that you spoke of. The best dot ball you can ever get is a wicket. And fortunately, finally, a bowler is able to register a wicket, as we spoke about earlier.
That was right into the block. No answer as Padam was standing up. He was trying to play with a straight bat. And Boshe is just having a dance. Almost he's crossed the 30 yards. And the players, they have been rushing towards him. Really a unique way to celebrate the wickets.
Well, yeah, South Africa is always full of song and dance. It's just part of the multiple cultures that exist in the nation. It's a nation that's always full of singing and dancing all throughout every single corner of the country. And yeah, I guess the South African team just embody that.
Well, bit of a reminder that if you are the lover of Pakistan and Bangladesh match, you can watch it on Crick's Lab on the live score. Everything is available for you. It's a wide delivery. 18.4 overs, Nepal 194 for 3. Sunil is the new batter. Comes in the center, the B2 player. Naresh is on non-strikers in, 78 and 56 deliveries. Sunil wanting to go towards onside. But luckily, he hasn't gone through the stumps. So the single is there. Last ball to come. And let's see that if Nepali batters can score a boundary here to touch that 200 runs psychological impact. There we go. It's on the leg side. The ball is not having any sort of pace. They will surely get for 2. Returning back and looking back for 3. And there you go. So the run out. At least he's been attentive. Boshley again dancing in the center.
Yeah, the colorful character comes out once again doing what he does best. Oh, he's an entertainer in many forms, but fortunately on this occasion, it's a moment of joy for the South Africans once again. Just trying to calm things down, as you quite rightly pointed out, just that they're going to try steal whatever runs they could get off the last ball. So yeah, that brings an end to the Nepal innings, and certainly they've put up a very strong total for South Africa to chase. But considering the South Africans lineup, I'm sure they'll also back themselves to chase it, and well, it's all going to depend who can hold their nerve the most in this kind of encounter.
Yes, it is. Great effort from Nepal blind cricket team. The coach, the skipper must be happy. The way that openers laid the foundation, then the batters capitalized and scored 198 runs with a loss of 4 wickets. And this is the story so far. You've been watching on your monitors. 80 runs, Naresh Chaudhary, the B3 player, in 57 deliveries. Then 40, the second highest, Sagar Lama, B1 player, in 29 deliveries. And overall, it's 198 with a loss of 4 wickets in 20 overs. Bowling effort, South Africa. But if you see that Moshe Bodla Boshe Bidla, in fact, B2 player, only 1 wicket for him in 3 overs, 20 runs given away, and rest of the bowlers, Levande, Lasiba, and the rest of the company, Remy, Sipilile, William, they couldn't get wickets. And it's 20 overs with 32 extras. So, that's it for this inning of Nepal blind cricket team. We are taking shot highlights in front of you. There you go. The ball has been played towards covers earlier on, and Nepali batters, they were flying high, really with a rapid pace. The run rate was good, the strike rate was improved, and they pick up the spots again towards offside. Though that a packed offside field, they were able to get the gaps through. Either the bowler is B1, B2, they use their feet perfectly and make full use of these 22 yards for getting boundaries. And that was the time when Malinga was in the firing range. The ball was high, almost at his chest high. He just bent down and been lucky that ball didn't hit him. And that was Boshley. I think so that was a chance dropped or maybe dipped in front of him. And then the celebrations all across here at this very venue of Ghani Institute of Cricket, where South African bowlers, they were celebrating in last couple of overs for getting wickets. 198 for 4. So, what South Africa requires, it's 9.95 runs per over to achieve a victory here in this game. We are taking a short break. We'll come back with a live action in a while.
त्यस्तै हो दर्शकबिन। सो अहिले अब ब्रेक भएको छ। कसले हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनुहोस्, गर्नुभएको छैन भने लाइक गरिदिनुहोस्। आइजन
नछुटेको
स्ट्रिम आइज ब्रेक भइरहेछ होल्ड
एउटा चिज किनिदिनु न
के
एडाप्टर
पैसा त छैन
15 pound
no money no money one pound mate
मेरो बिग्रिरहेछ क्या त्यो मेरो स्ट्रिममा झेरेक हुन्छ नि हो त्यो बिग्रि यो बनाउनलाई क्या
हेर्न यहाँ सब्सक्राइब
कति हो
I can do that after my celebrate in a minute not now
ल ल त्यो पाइदै गरेर मलाई जित्नु आउनु भयो
subscribe चाहिँ हान्नुपर्छ है सबैजनाले प्लिज subscribe support me
Testing. Hello.
म रिप्ले गर्ने छु अहिले लाइभ सुरु भएपछि फेरि ब्याक आएपछि
Suddenly
म
Nepal's
ब्याक
run
जाने
rate
थियो
9.5 runs per over almost. So certainly they're looking in a very strong position right now. I think Coach Ashita is likely to have some very stern words for her boys at the drinks break after 10 overs, because I think
ये अच्छी शॉट
the most consistent performers in South African band cricket over the past decade as well. A really important figure within the team. Always gives us 100% no matter what. True competitor.
Nepal is 185 with the loss of 2 wickets. That ball was pretty straight in front of the stumps, slightly backing away. Padam has played it down to the sweeper cover. In the meantime, they have gone for 2. Just settling for 187 with the loss of 2 wickets. I think so that South Africa couldn't get wickets in this game today. At this stage, they should have taken like at least 6 or 7 wickets, in terms that if we look on to the Nepali batting line, though they have got experience, but I think that South Africa also having a quality bowlers in their side.
Yeah, certainly. I think considering that they picked up a couple wickets against Pakistan, South Africa surely would have been expecting to perhaps at least pick up a couple more here against Nepal. Didn't quite turn out that way so far for the bowlers, unfortunately. Instead, I think they let themselves down with way too many extras, especially within the middle overs. Started off very well, restricted perfectly, and yeah, let it go in those middle overs, and now I think that they're just trying to bring it back now in these last couple.
Yes, I think so. That a delivery before, that was a chance in front of Boshley, because that ball was upishly played and couldn't see clearly because he's having his back towards the camera, that either that ball was in his hands or maybe tipping forward in front of him. In the meantime, good fielding. It's number 8 at deep. And there you go. Wicket keeper couldn't hold the ball. An overthrow, and they have gone for 2 runs.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lisedi Lisofi there behind the stumps, unable to collect Siavuya Mahlehla's throw. You know, Sia's got a very strong arm. It's very quick. And yeah, unfortunately, Lisedi unable to collect. But these are essentially the things that have really let the South Africans down today. I'd say they'd probably have given away probably 30 runs too many, to be quite honest, just through mistakes in the field and with the extras that they've bowled in total.
Yes, extras are 31 now. 3 leg byes, 1 no ball, and 27 wide deliveries.
Insanely high amount of wides that they've bowled, really. I think at this level, you're looking to probably give away at the most maybe 15 extras in your 20 overs to give yourself the best chance, his best. So you know they're capable, quality players. You don't want to be giving them any unnecessary help, which unfortunately they have done so far today.
Nepal 192 for 2 into the last over. Padam slightly backing away, played it towards covers, and they are looking back for 2 and made it. It's Boshley, the B2. He's into his 3rd over. 16 runs, no wickets so far. Well, let's see that if Nepal can cross 200 runs or not. That should be the target here for Nepal and South African bowlers. I think so that if they will not be able to get wickets, what about dot deliveries? Will that be easy for them?
Well, with this combo in attacking mode, last over, there's not that great an opportunity to get dots, but that's always the aim for any bowler, I guess.
Well, in the meantime, we'll let you update about the Pakistan versus Bangladesh. Bangladesh has scored 145 runs. They lost 6 wickets. And Pakistan requires 7.3 runs per over. In the meantime, they have got the wicket, and that's Padam. 34 runs, 20 deliveries, and I think so he has dented the bowlers.
That he has, and so I guess they try to dent his stumps. Well, that there right there is the dot ball that you spoke of. The best dot ball you can ever get is a wicket, and fortunately, finally, a bowler is able to register a wicket, as we spoke about earlier.
That was right into the block. No answer as Padam was standing up. He was trying to play with a straight bat. And Boshe is just having a dance. Almost he's crossed the 30 yards. And the players, they have been rushing towards him. Really a unique way to celebrate the wickets.
Well, yeah, South Africa is always full of song and dance. It's just part of the multiple cultures that exist in the nation. It's a nation that's always full of singing and dancing all throughout every single corner of the country. And yeah, I guess the South African team just embody that.
Well, bit of reminder that if you are the lover of Pakistan and Bangladesh match, you can watch it on Crick's Lab on the live score. Everything is available for you. It's a wide delivery. 18.4 overs. Nepal 194 for 3. Sunil is the new batter. Comes in the center, the B2 player. Naresh is on non-strikers in. 78 and 56 deliveries. Sunil wanting to go towards onside. But luckily, he hasn't gone through the stumps. So the single is there. Last ball to come. And let's see that if Nepali batters can score a boundary here to touch that 200 runs psychological impact. There we go. It's on the leg side. The ball is not having any sort of pace. They would surely get for 2. Returning back and looking back for 3. And there you go. So the run out. At least he's been attentive. Boshley again dancing in the centre.
Yeah, the colourful character comes out once again doing what he does best. Oh, he's an entertainer in many forms, but fortunately on this occasion, it's a moment of joy for the South Africans once again. Just trying to calm things down, as you quite rightly pointed out, just that they're going to try steal whatever runs they could get off the last ball. So yeah, that brings an end to the Nepal innings, and certainly they've put up a very strong total for South Africa to chase. But considering the South Africans lineup, I'm sure they'll also back themselves to chase it, and well, it's all going to depend who can hold their nerve the most in this kind of encounter.
Yes, it is. Great effort from Nepal blind cricket team. The coach, the skipper must be happy. The way that openers laid the foundation, then the batters capitalized and scored 198 runs with a loss of 4 wickets. And this is the story so far. You've been watching on your monitors. 80 runs, Naresh Chaudhary, the B3 player, in 57 deliveries. Then 40, the second highest, Sagar Lama, B1 player, in 29 deliveries. And overall, it's 198 with a loss of 4 wickets in 20 overs. Bowling effort, South Africa. But if you see that Boshe Bidla, in fact, B2 player, only 1 wicket for him in 3 overs, 20 runs given away, and rest of the bowlers, Levande, Lasiba, and the rest of the company, Remy, Sipilile, William, they couldn't get wickets. And it's 20 overs with 32 extras. So, that's it for this inning of Nepal blind cricket team. We are taking short highlights in front of
नेपाल की बारी के वक्फे के बाद एक बार फिर खुशामदीद करेंगे मोहब्बतों भरे शहर पाकिस्तान के दिल लाहौर की सरजमीन से बड़े जज्बाती मनाजिर देखने को मिले इनिंग के वक्फे के बाद। 2 बल्लेबाज इस वक्त क्रीज पर उतर चुके हैं जनूबी अफ्रीका की तरफ से, जबकि पहला ओवर कराएंगे सुनील, B2 कैटेगरी है, बिल्लू बिरला B2 कैटेगरी सामना करेंगे पहली गेंद का। एक लंबे हदफ का सामना है इनको इस अहम मैच में नेपाल के खिलाफ। नेपाल बामुकाबला जनूबी अफ्रीका, चौथा आलमी कप T20 में अहम मैच का सामना है नेपाल को जनूबी अफ्रीका का। सुनील मागर B2 कैटेगरी खिलाड़ी हैं, 4 मैचों में 5 विकेट हासिल कर चुके हैं, 11 ओवर कराए हैं अभी तक इन्होंने। 99 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए बिल्लू बिरला और मथापो उनका साथ देंगे। पहली गेंद अच्छी गेंद, लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी ये, धीमा आगाज, विकेट कीपर खुद गए हैं गेंद के पीछे। 9.95 की औसत से रन्स बनाना होंगे ये मैच जीतने के लिए जनूबी अफ्रीका को, जबकि 10 विकेटें दरकार होंगी नेपाल को ये मैदान और ये मार्का मारने के लिए। पाकिस्तान ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट काउंसिल और वर्ल्ड ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट का बहुत बड़ा इकदाम, चौथा आलमी कप T20 का मेला सज गया है और इस मेले में अहम मैच आज जनूबी अफ्रीका बामुकाबला नेपाल। सुनील की अच्छी गेंद स्क्वायर लेग की जानिब खेले, वहां फील्डर मौजूद हैं पहले से 2 फील्डर, एक डीप स्क्वायर लेग और डीप फाइन लेग के साथ गेंद करा रहे हैं पहला ओवर। नरेश चौधरी की शानदार बारी की बदौलत नेपाल एक लंबा हदफ देने में कामयाब रही। अब देखना यह है कि कहानी कहां बदलती है और देखना यह है कि जनूबी अफ्रीका की टीम इस हदफ को कैसे हासिल करती है और किस हिकमत अमली के तहत यह मार्का अपने नाम करती है। लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी, दोनों टांगों के दरमियान से गेंद विकेट कीपर के पास चली गई। किसी स्कोर का कोई इजाफा नहीं, 90 ओवर सुनील का। अच्छा आगाज सुनील की जानिब से, ये अच्छी गेंद थी, सीधे बल्ले के साथ खेले लॉन्ग ऑन की तरफ। फील्डर गेंद के पीछे दौड़ रहे हैं और पहले ओवर में ही चौका हासिल कर लिया है। पहले ओवर की आखिरी गेंद पर जनूबी अफ्रीका के बल्लेबाज बिल्लो बिल्ला ने, और मथापो उनका साथ दे रहे हैं। मथापो का शानदार स्ट्रेट ड्राइव, लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी ये गेंद। मथापो की जानदार शॉट, गो के बल्ले के ऊपर गेंद सही तरीके से नहीं आई, फील्डर काफी दूर थे। एक ओवर के इख्तिताम पर जनूबी अफ्रीका का आगाज 7। जबकि आज ही के रोज दूसरा मैच जारी है, पाकिस्तान का मुकाबला बांग्लादेश। भारत थापा, भारत आए हैं B2 कैटेगरी खिलाड़ी हैं, नेपाल की जानिब से दूसरा ओवर कराने के लिए और अपना पहला। बिल्लू बिरला सामना करेंगे भारत का। दौड़ पड़े हैं, अंपायर को क्रॉस किया, जंप लिया, नो बॉल का इशारा किया है अंपायर ने। अब देखना यह है कि ये नो बॉल, यस जी हां, नो बॉल का इशारा अंपायर की जानिब से। ये नो बॉल जो विकेट के दरमियान में जो लाइन लगी हुई है, जो कतार लगाई गई है, अगर उससे आगे ठप्पा खाएगी तो नो बॉल करार दी जाएगी। ये एक कवायद और जवाबित और रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन में शामिल है ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट काउंसिल के। थोड़ा सा पिच खेले, लॉन्ग ऑन के फील्डर काफी दूर हैं, आ गए फील्डर। अच्छा थ्रो, एक ही रन का इजाफा होगा। धीमा मगर अच्छा आगाज जनूबी अफ्रीका का। एक लंबे हदफ के ताकुब में विकेटें ज्यादा से ज्यादा अपने हाथ में रखना होंगी नेपाल के खिलाफ। नेपाल की टीम काफी पुरजोश, बाहिम्मत और सलाहियत की हामिल। आउट की अपील की है बॉलिंग एक्शन के दौरान, लेकिन खिलाड़ी मथापो क्रीज के अंदर मौजूद थे, अंपायर ने नॉट आउट करार दिया। स्क्वायर लेग की जानिब खेले, एक स्कोर का मजीद इजाफा हो जाएगा। मिड विकेट पर खेले, फील्डर वहां मौजूद थे, थोड़ी सी मिस फील्डिंग हुई। एक रन का मजीद इजाफा, 10.07 की औसत चाहिए, जबकि खेल रहे हैं 10.11 से। अच्छा आगाज है, इसी तरह खेलना होगा। जनूबी अफ्रीका को रिवर्स स्वीप की है इस बार। भारत की अच्छी गेंद, उतनी ही उम्दा शॉट, फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद है। शानदार फील्डिंग डीप मिड विकेट पर, बहुत ही जबरदस्त फील्डिंग का मुजाहिरा नेपाल के डीप मिड विकेट पर ठहरे हुए फील्डर की जानिब से। लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी ये गेंद, स्क्वायर लेग पर खेले, थोड़ा सा फंबल हुआ गेंद। दो ओवर्स के इख्तिताम पर बगैर किसी नुकसान पर जनूबी अफ्रीका का बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर 15। सुनील अपना दूसरा और मजमूई तौर पर तीसरा ओवर कराएंगे। गैप में खेले, 2 फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद हैं पहले से ही। एक स्कोर का मजीद इजाफा होगा। बिल्लू बिल्ला और मथापो B3। $199 का हदफ हासिल करना है जनूबी अफ्रीका को नेपाल के खिलाफ। आगाज अच्छा मिल गया है जनूबी अफ्रीका को, जैसा कि आगाज मिला था नेपाल की टीम को। नेपाल के बल्लेबाज नीरज चौधरी ने शानदार बल्लेबाजी की। अब देखना है कि उनके बॉलर और फील्डर किस हद तक ये कोशिश उनकी कामयाब बनाते हैं। गैप शॉट खेली, पॉइंट और गली के दरमियान से रिवर्स स्वीप कर दी बिल्लू बिल्ला ने। B2 और B3 कैटेगरी के प्लेयर इस वक्त ओपनिंग बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए आए हैं जनूबी अफ्रीका की तरफ से। एक बार फिर रिवर्स स्वीप, गैप शॉट, गैप शॉट, किसी फील्डर के लिए कोई मौका नहीं। शानदार चौका हासिल कर लिया है। इस 4 रन के इजाफे के साथ तेजी से बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर जनूबी अफ्रीका का। ऑफ स्टंप से थोड़ी सी बाहर थी, पूरा आखिर तक गेंद को नजरों में रखा बिल्लू ने। बिल्लू बिल्ला जारहाना मिजाज हैं और आते ही उन्होंने अपने स्ट्रोक खेलना शुरू कर दिए हैं। 23 पर पहुंच गई जनूबी अफ्रीका की टीम और इस बार हल्का सा कट कर दिया है। बाउंड्री लाइन की जानिब गेंद बढ़ रही है, फील्डर गेंद के पीछे है और गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन को छू गई है। 2 मुसलसल गेंदों पर 2 मुसलसल चौके। जनूबी अफ्रीका के डग आउट में, पवेलियन में खुशी की लहर, नारे, तालियों की गूंज। लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी ये गेंद। वाइड बॉल का इशारा, इजाफी रन हासिल होगा। कदमों का इस्तेमाल करना चाह रहे थे और उतनी ही समझदारी के साथ बैठकर स्वीप कर दिया है। बिल्कुल विकेट कीपर के हाथों के पास से गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन क्रॉस कर गई है। ये तीसरा चौका होगा इस ओवर में। काफी महंगा ओवर सुनील का। 17 स्कोर का महंगा ओवर। पहला ओवर काफी अच्छा कराया था। 3 ओवर्स के इख्तिताम पर बगैर किसी नुकसान पर बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर हो चुका है नेपाल के खिलाफ जनूबी अफ्रीका का 32। लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी, पहले स्क्वायर लेग की तरफ खेलना चाहते थे। गेंद आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बाउंड्री लाइन क्रॉस कर गई। 32 3 ओवर्स के इख्तिताम पर। भरपूर फायदा उठा रहे हैं दायरे का जनूबी अफ्रीका के दोनों बल्लेबाज। अच्छा आगाज फराहम कर दिया है मथापो और बिल्लू बिल्ला ने। लेग स्टंप से बाहर 2 फील्डरों के दरमियान खेली।
सबैजनाले सब्सक्राइब पनि गरिदिनुहोस्। आजको मेरो टार्गेट 250 हो। सब्सक्राइब प्लिज।
मथापो भरपूर साथ दे रहे हैं बिल्लू का। बिल्लू बिल्ला 11 नंबर की जर्सी में जारहाना 3 चौके लगाए उन्होंने पिछले ओवर में। कट किया इसको पॉइंट की जानिब, मना किया बिल्लू बिल्ला ने। बैठकर स्वीप किया इस गेंद को।
हाम्रो भ्युजहरु सब्स्क्राइब पनि गरिदिनु होला, सपोर्ट
एक रन के इजाफे के साथ बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर 34 बगैर किसी नुकसान के। पिछला ओवर को कवर कर रहे हैं भारत। अभी तक 3 गेंदों पर सिर्फ 2 स्कोर दिए। B2 कैटेगरी के खिलाड़ी हैं। मथापो ने बैट कर स्वीप किया। मिड विकेट पर फील्डर मौजूद है। थोड़ी सी गेंद उनके हाथ को लगकर फंबल हुई। दूसरी बार में पकड़ा गेंद को। मथापो और बिल्लू बिल्ला की शानदार शराकतदारी जारी। अच्छा आगाज फराहम कर दिया जनूबी अफ्रीका को। रिवर्स स्वीप कर दिए गेंद। अच्छी फील्डिंग इस बार गली में ठहरे हुए फील्डर की जानिब से। लेट कर गेंद को रोका उन्होंने। ये अच्छी हिकमत अमली है। काशन दिया था विकेट कीपर ने उनको।
65 जनाले हेर्दैछौँ, सब्सक्राइब पनि गरिदिनु होला।
अपना दूसरा और मजमूई तौर पर चौथा ओवर करा रहे हैं भारत। चार ओवर्स के इख्तिताम पर बगैर किसी नुकसान पर बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर 37। दोनों ओवर अच्छे कराए हैं भारत ने। मथापो और बिल्लू बिल्ला की शानदार शराकतदारी जारी 25 गेंदों पर। सैंतीस रन की शराकतदारी। दस इशारिया 1-3 का औसत चाहिए यह हदफ हासिल करने के लिए। बाकी मानदा 16 ओवर में। स्वीप किया इस गेंद को। अमिश अपना पहला ओवर कराने के लिए आए हैं। B3 कैटेगरी के खिलाड़ी हैं अमिश। उनको सामना करना पड़ेगा बिल्लू बिल्ला का। लेग स्टंप से बाहर स्वीप किया इस गेंद को। उतनी ही शानदार फील्डिंग। मिस फील्डिंग हुई। ओवर थ्रो की। थ्रो गलत जानिब दे दिया। गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन की जानिब बढ़ रही है। बॉलर रोकने में नाकाम रहे थे और ओवर थ्रो का इजाफी चौका हासिल कर लिया है इस बार। अंपायर अपनी कंफर्मेशन करने के लिए गए हैं, तस्दीक करने के लिए गए हैं।
लाइक एन्ड सब्सक्राइब गरिदिनु होला भन्छु म।
इस तरह 5 स्कोर आ जाएंगे। इजाफी 4 रन का खसारा हुआ नेपाल को। फील्डिंग अच्छी करने के बाद थ्रो ठीक जानिब नहीं दिया। मथापो अंपायर से तस्दीक करते हुए बिल्लू बिरला और मथापो मुतमईन नहीं दिखाई दे रहे थे। गालिबन 6 रन मांग रहे थे और अंपायर ने कहा कि आप दूसरे रन के लिए नहीं दौड़े थे, क्रीज के अंदर मौजूद थे। रन आउट हो सकते थे अगर बर वक्त लगाते तो। जोरदार अपील अमीश की। अंपायर अपनी जगह संजीदगी से मौजूद। किसी किस्म का कोई खसारा नहीं हुआ जनूबी अफ्रीका को। अगर थ्रो बर वक्त करते तो खतरनाक साबित हो सकता था ये जनूबी अफ्रीका के लिए। ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर थी। पहले स्वीप खेलना चाहते थे, फिर दोहरा दिमाग इस्तेमाल करना चाह रहे थे, वाइड के चक्कर में चले गए और इस दौरान गेंद को मिस कर बैठे बिल्लू बिल्ला। अमिश की अच्छी गेंद, रिवर्स स्वीप किया, रन आउट हो सकते हैं। नो बॉल का इशारा अंपायर की जानिब से। सर्कल का भरपूर फायदा उठा रहे हैं जनूबी अफ्रीका के बल्लेबाज, बड़ी समझदारी के साथ तेजी से स्कोरों में इजाफा करते हुए। एक 199 रन का ताकुब कर रही है जनूबी अफ्रीका की टीम नेपाल के खिलाफ। ऑप्शन से बाहर थी, सामने खेलना चाहते थे, गेंद बल्ले के बिल्कुल पास से विकेट कीपर के पास चली गई। किसी स्कोर का कोई इजाफा नहीं होगा इस गेंद पर। इस गेंद के इख्तिताम पर ओवर इख्तिताम पजीर हुआ। 5 ओवर्स के इख्तिताम पर बगैर किसी नुकसान पर बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर जनूबी अफ्रीका का 46। कमेंट्री बॉक्स में तब्दीली करेंगे इजाज अहमद, मेरे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं और उनका साथ देंगे जनूबी अफ्रीका के डोमेसो।
Thank you very much, Ayaz. And South Africa, really sensible. 46 without loss of any wicket in 5 overs as Bosha Bidla, the B2 player, 29 runs in 17 deliveries. And Mutapo, B3, is on 13 in 15 deliveries. Target is 199. I think so that there is some sort of psychological impact hasn't gone through if you cross 200 runs. Welcome, Domeso.
Thank you, Ajaz. Yeah, I think certainly once a team gets 200, it just makes that little bit more of a dent. I think as we spoke about going into those last couple overs, that they would have tried to keep it under 200. So far, so good in that department at the end of the innings. And then, yeah, fortunately, Bush has come off to a good start here, getting a couple boundaries as well around the way. I think Ephraim just needs to try pick it up as well on his end, just to ensure that the run scoring is flowing on both sides of so that the Nepalese team can't really afford to relax or target any particular batsman to get the runs going down.
Yes, exactly. In the previous delivery, good fielding by Nepali fielders. They had a good chase, stopping the ball, saving runs for the team. And I think so that skipper must be happy if you're looking 48 runs without loss of any wicket. Maybe a good picture for any side who is chasing down the 199 runs. Partnership is worth of 49, the opening pair. Well, South Africa has had some good opening partnerships in the past as well.
Yeah, I mean, South Africa quite often we've managed to find batsmen from various parts of the country that know how to work well together. I think certainly in the current era, the different combinations that come into play depending on the opposition. But I think certainly this one between Buhle and Ephraim, both former Tshwane University of Technology players as well together. So they certainly are familiar with one another. And though they now play at different provinces, DP World Lions and Titans Blind Cricket respectively, they'll certainly be looking to pile on as many runs as they can to give the team the right platform. I think Ephraim Matapo in particular being the big hitter that he's known for back in South Africa, I'm sure the South African coaches will be looking for him to do exactly that now and really get a move on to ensure that he's backing up at the other side as well.
Yes, it is 50 up in the meantime for South Africa in 5.5 overs. Yes, you're right, and also correct me that if I will be wrong, there is always a 40 overs National Blind Cricket Championship in Cape Town, what I heard, and Northern's Blinds Club, Cricket Club in fact, won the tournament by taking 50 wickets, and all times at 10 wickets in the opponent team, and they hadn't allowed anyone to play like this, like every time they got 10 wickets, is it?
Not so much in recent times. Yes, previously, perhaps maybe about 10 years ago and beyond. In the recent competitions, national tournaments that happen every year in South Africa, it's the BCSA T20 national tournament. And then the last couple of years as well, there's been the BCSA One Day Cup. So the T20 champions at the moment are the Hollywood Bets Dolphins from Durban, whilst the one-day formats, the DP World Lions from Joburg are the current champions from that format.
And what about that Pretoria Transnet? Is it still the biggest cricket club for blinds?
So in Pretoria, you've got Titans Blind Cricket, where the B3 Ephraim Matapo plays. So they've been... they've actually played in the last 3 T20 national tournaments in South Africa, the finals rather. So certainly one of the strongest in the country. Came second this year's edition, joint winners the year before, and then second again the year prior. So certainly you can see the consistency that's come out of the Titans there in Pretoria.
Yes, exactly. A country is really in a comfort zone when you've got the talent like this coming all across Durban, Cape Town. In the meantime, it's South Africa blind cricket team. They have done their power play. It's 52 runs without loss of any wicket, which has been the effort from these two openers. And I think so that they have done a good job by getting this partnership. These are the highlights so far we had seen in the first 6 hours or the power play. They have swept fine. Either they have played in front of the wicket, behind the wicket. They've been productive. So, at this stage of power play, let you update about the individuals that Motapo is on 15 in 17 deliveries. Goshe Bidla, the B2, is on 33 in 21 deliveries. In South Africa, not lost any wicket, 52 runs. And a bit of the update for Bangladesh and Pakistan game. Pakistan is cruising at 87 runs in 7.4 overs without loss of any wicket. In reply of Bangladesh, 145 with a loss of 6 wickets. Niamatullah, B2 player, is on 13, 22 deliveries. And Safdar is playing at 37 in 24 deliveries. 67 runs partnership as they have done, and I think so that Pakistan has spoken earlier, really a tough side.
Indeed they are, and looks like they're doing what they do best at the moment across there, doing really good work against Bangladesh, certainly who've been on fire so far in the competition. So for Pakistan to certainly deal with them in the manner they're doing shows just how strong the Pakistan squad is.
Yes, and here another partnership between these two. They are going along nice and smoothly. I think so that it's a wide delivery down the leg side. And sometimes such kind of thing when happens, they're currently 10.43. I think so that it has really paved the way so far. But time will tell us that how good South African players are in the depth overs. In the meantime, swept down the leg side. Well, it will be a great call if 50 runs required and 40 deliveries left. You have got 6 wickets in hand. What a time that could be.
Yeah, I can see the potential for the game to end up becoming quite a bit of a nail-biter. I think, the key really for the South Africans at this stage is just to ensure that they keep pressure on. I think as the power play was going on, they sort of waned off slightly, end up going just under 9 runs per over towards the end of the power play. So I think considering now with 5 fielders on the boundary for Nepal, it's going to be even more important that the South Africans can pick the gaps and try turn 1 into 2s. Certainly they're going to have to push the running and perhaps even try take 1 or 2 shots with a bit more aggression into those gaps to try force the boundaries so that it doesn't leave too much work to do in the second half of the innings.
Yes, a while ago we had seen the comparison At 6.1 overs, it was 49 for 1. That Nepal batters in South Africa pretty ahead. 58 without loss of any wicket. Something so that they are picking up the gaps. And you're right, now they are taking singles.
Yeah, because I mean, it is quite important though to mention, as much as South Africa is ahead in terms of comparative scores at this stage, the middle overs were where Nepal really cashed in, pretty much from over number 7 all the way through to 17. Those 10 overs really swung quite dramatically in their favor. So I think in order for the South Africans in any run chase, really for any team, you'd rather be ahead rather than having to almost chase the game going into the back end.
Yes, would be a crucial time for both teams. As Nepali bowlers, the fielders, they are still up. And the South African 2 batters, they are going along nicely. It is South Africa blind cricket team chasing 199 of Nepal. And they are at 61 with a loss of any wicket after 7 overs. Boshe Vidla, the B2 player, 36 and 24 deliveries. And Motapo, B3, is on 17 in 22 deliveries. As Prem, B1 bowler, just completed his over, 8 runs.
And that's, in a game where the batting team is chasing 10 runs per over, your B1 giving you 8 runs is exactly what you were looking for. I think Nepal's captain will certainly be happy with that. And we saw yesterday, in fact, that Nepal's B1 bowlers were quite tidy, doing very good work against Afghanistan, and looks like they'll be looking to do the same again today. And especially with Ephraim Matapo currently slowing down somewhat in his run scoring, you feel he's certainly going to need to start picking it up quite urgently in order to ensure that South Africa don't start falling behind.
Yes, and so far they are doing good, because every time the analysts, they are talking about the partnerships in bowling and batting. I think so here, the South African batters, they have done a good job. Before the start of the batting of South Africa, I did see that everyone was singing downstairs. What was that song?
There's always songs of motivation, just encouraging each other and showing belief in the boys. It was essentially just a song that the boys were singing to encourage the batsmen as they were about to enter the field, to give them that extra motivation as they go into battle.
Excellent. And lots of times a couple of good words can really pump you, because here you are playing for the country. You are the ambassadors, you are the best 11 to display your skills here at this World Cup stage. So nation has been hoping a lot from you guys.
Indeed, yes. I mean, 66 million people back at home in South Africa, and these are the fortunate few who've been selected to represent the nation. So it's always important that you don't just do something for yourself, but you represent each and every single person back home across all the cultures and languages that we have.
Yes, it is really wonderful country, South Africa. Swaziland is nearby, is it?
Yes, yeah. It's landlocked within South Africa there, as well as Lesotho. So down there in the south, yeah, it's full of color, full of life, and all kinds of cultures and languages mixed in there.
In the meantime, South African team for blinds is 7.1 over, 64 without loss of any wicket. This is way too ahead towards offside. It's a sort of swinging delivery we normally used to see in a cricket, outswinger, and this time the ball was curving away from the batter towards offside, too much wide, and it's 65 without loss of any wicket. South Africa. Sunil Shatri, the 4 runs he has given away in one delivery, he has just started, but let's see that if he will be able to get a breakthrough, because captain he's just been waiting for his bowler to come up, whip up, and can get a wicket, because Nepali fielders and players, and also the people who are watching us on YouTube back at Nepal. They must be hoping that we can get a wicket, but these two batters, they are batting sensibly.
Yeah, no, they're certainly just trying to lay down a bit of a platform so that to ensure that South Africa isn't just too many wickets down, and at least so that later on when other batsmen follow, they can almost just, without having to settle in too much, just go about their business straight away and just start attacking straight from the off.
Yes, Sunil Chhatri, the B1 bowler. And look at that South African dugout. Even coach, the manager, the players, they're all standing. What a kind of unique shot he was trying to play through the legs. But I love the way that the South African blind cricket team, they are gelling together. They are trying to make use of everything possible. Either it's a cricket, either it's a party or songs or food. You guys enjoy a lot everything.
Well, it is certainly a once-off opportunity. How many times can you really be participating in the 2024 World Cup? It's only happening once, so you got to enjoy and make the most of it, whatever opportunity you get.
Yes, it is. Life is too short. Just spend every day like a party day. But there are some hurdles as Nepali cricket team is feeling a bit of the hurdle at this time. They have not been able to take wicket. That has been officially played towards long on, long chase. Saved runs for the team. But goodness me, that ball was played like it has almost gone for 6. Officially played.
Yeah, Ephraim Matapo playing one of his favorite shots there. Can be a big hitter. Certainly he's got the shoulders and the arms for the job, so I think that's really what the South African coach would have been looking for from him. Just to go out there, play with intent, feel free and attack and try push our South African team ahead. But I'm sure at the same time Nepal, they've been very disciplined rather in terms of their bowling. They haven't really given away too many extras, yes, here and there, but for the most part they're trying to contain fielding. They're working hard, they're hustling hard, so it's a very even contest. It's quite interesting, and it certainly seems like the South Africans may have to take 1 or 2 more risks in order for them to just push and nudge ahead a little slightly to try and balance it out.
Yes, and so far the equation is balanced for South African blind cricket team as they have approached 72 runs without loss of any wicket in 8.1 over. As they've been working hard and working well. As they've required run rate is now 10.73, and currently they are going like 9 runs per over. So I think that this is pretty in hand.
But yeah, as I was saying, Ajaz, that with them now just touching 9 runs again per over, but the required rate still 10.73. You don't want that gap to open up too much as things go along, so they certainly need to make sure they keep it ticking enough and also be aware that the last few overs of the innings are going to have some of the stronger bowlers coming back in, so the sooner they can try and nudge themselves on par with the required rate, I think it will certainly assist them in their cause. Essentially, probably by the drinks break, I'm sure they should be aiming to maybe be on 90 to 95 within that region at least. And then, yeah, it'll be a very interesting showdown for the last 10.
Yes, it is. In the meantime, the previous ball was no ball. And now they have just gone for a single. Currently 8.82. I think so that Prem be 1 bowler, 1.4 overs, 13, no wicket. Switch it. This is going down to the third man region, and they have got the protection there. Well, South Africa, we have seen that in the previous game against Pakistan. They did show well. Batting, if we go back into the batting line, it was something like we want to see over here in this game today, as both openers, Adrich and Levande, they couldn't score big. But today, it's a different pair.
Yeah. If you got options in the squad, why not make use of them? Fortunately enough, South Africa do have a variety of different options. I mean, all the players have performed for their provincial teams and the different competitions and so on.
Well, there is some problem. I think so that it's Boucher. That umpire is just gone close to him, and there is a medical help coming through. But he's okay. He's stand up. A while ago, he was down, and umpire was just rubbing his chest, and now he's stood up and drinking water. It's only, I think, so that a matter of couple of minutes that he's been in treatment, or under treatment, I must say. So we have got excellent facilities being provided here at Ghani Institute of Cricket, Lahore. There is that South African dugout, 78, no wicket, 9 overs.
Yeah, certainly. Facilities have been absolutely fantastic. Great work done by the host, Pakistan Blind Cricket Council, to provide all the various facilities from the hotels to the fields, technology, media. Everything has been absolutely splendid thus far.
Yes, exactly. This is a wonderful time. Weather is perfect here at Lahore. That all the time, a gentle breeze. If you see in the background the trees, and there you see that medical treatment. This is where we're talking that the facilities have been provided, that we have got the first aid, the rescue, 1122, one of the best medical facility in Pakistan. Whenever you call on this number, almost it will take you like 3 to 5 minutes, and they will arrive for the medical help, for medical emergency. It's really a wonderful stuff in great department.
Yeah, it's absolutely convenient. Especially for a sports event of this magnitude, you want the best assistance that you can get very close by, and fortunately, great work has been done to ensure that all the players' health is a priority and everyone can be taken care of.
Well, Nepal versus South Africa, having a bit of that pause, but there you go. Pakistan chasing down the target of 145 given by Bangladesh, and now they are 98 for 1 in 10 overs, the halfway of their inning. Safdar scored 41, 34 for Niamar, the B2 players, both of these two. And match is still in progress, but the things are looking, and Pakistan is on a great grip on this game. Well, in the center, they are taking a drinks break. And that was an update for you, Pakistan versus Bangladesh. So after 9, it's 78 with the loss of any wicket. But South Africa is in reply of Nepal. 199 runs target. Is Lasiba is on 25 in 29 deliveries. Boshe Bidla B2 41 in 30. So down the leg side, miscue. Couldn't connect as Motapo trying really hard to play a big shot, but he has missed it.
Certainly, you just feel that he needs to really try going on the offensive and try be as aggressive and attacking as he can be at this point. Requiring 121 runs from 11 overs means South Africa needs to be going at 11 runs per over from here onwards. So we can't afford any overs really at this point that probably even go below the 10-run mark. So certainly it's understandable, I think, especially for him where he's been behind, his balls faced. He also should be looking to try and attack and show the form that most people in South Africa know him for.
Yes, and both of these two, or maybe one of these two, they will have to come up and have to play some big shots, look toward boundaries, a couple of overs, so that they will be in a position to lesser the deliveries and lesser the runs. Because if you will be over here, like though that 81 partnership in 61 deliveries, so another 40 to 50 runs should come in 10 to 15 deliveries.
Yeah, I think at this point they need to just try squeeze out as many as they can. Probably by the time they get to the 15 over mark, they should be looking to try be at least on about 140 odd.
That ball was played uppishly, but landed somewhere in the park. Not been able to go through. I think so that at this stage now they are thinking that we'll have to change the gears, we'll have to make some use of the deliveries, couple of shots, big shots in fact, that will really help them to breathe more freely. Because at this stage I think so that you will have to say that equation is more in favorable of Nepal's blind cricket team.
Yeah, absolutely, Ajaz. If I was the Nepal coach right now, I'd be relatively relaxed, seeing that my team is still keeping things under control at the moment. As long as they don't let things get out of hand too much in terms of run scoring in the double figures per over, I'd take that all day of the week as their coach.
Yes, and singles for South Africa won't be working here at this stage. They need at least one big shot in every over for at least the next 3 or 4 overs, so that it's a wide delivery, so that they can relax a bit. Because I think so that over here there should be something in the mind that what to do. Go for big shots, go for singles.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of both, but yeah, I think at this point to really go in the offensive, it just needs that attacking intent from the batsman. Whether if they're going for it and they're trying to push for hard twos, or at least look for the boundary now and then, but they certainly can't afford dot balls, and they really need to make the most out of each and every ball at this point, as the equation starts to get tougher and tougher each time they don't get the 11 runs per over rather.
It's 10 overs gone, 86 for naught. We have Boshe Bidla B2 44 for 33 deliveries, and Lisaba, he's on 27 in 32. Change of voices in commentary box. Mr. Ayaz will be narrating the stories for the next 5 overs.
शुक्रिया एजाज। तकरीबन आधा खेल हो चुका है जनूबी अफ्रीका की बारी का। हदफ मुश्किल से मुश्किल तरीन होता हुआ। लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी, बिल्लू बिल्ला ने गेंद जाने दी। प्रेम B1 कैटेगरी के खिलाड़ी आए हैं अपना तीसरा और मजमूई तौर पर 11वां ओवर कराने के लिए। पहली गेंद अच्छी कराई उन्होंने। बिल्लू बिल्ला वाइड की उम्मीद लगाए हुए थे, लेग स्टंप से काफी बाहर थी ये गेंद, उसको फिर भी कोशिश की बाउंड्री की जानिब मारने की बिल्लू बिरला ने, नाकाम रहे, लेकिन गेंद को वाइड करार दिया गया अंपायर की जानिब से। 199 का हदफ है, 87 पर पहुंची है जनूबी अफ्रीका की टीम नेपाल के खिलाफ। डीप फाइन लेग पर खेले बिल्लू बिल्ला। 32 गेंदों का सामना करके मथापो ने 27 और 35 गेंदों का सामना करके 45 पर खड़े हैं बेलो बिल्ला। प्रेम नपीतुली बॉलिंग करा रहे हैं। लेग स्टंप से एक फिर बाहर थी ये गेंद, जाने दिया। 11 की औसत से खेलना होगा जनूबी अफ्रीका को, अगर मैच में उन्होंने वापस आना है तो। मौजूदा औसत उनकी नाकाफी है मैच में अपनी गिरफ्त को मजबूत करने के लिए। एक बार फिर ये तीसरी वाइड हो जाएगी। लेग स्टंप से काफी बाहर थी ये गेंद, बल्कि गेंद ने विकेट कीपर तक जाते हुए पिच की आखिरी लाइन भी क्रॉस कर ली। मथापो की ऊंची शॉट, लेकिन जिस जानिब उन्होंने खेला वहां पर बाउंड्री काफी लंबी है। 2 रन तेजी से हासिल किए। मथापो B3 कैटेगरी खिलाड़ी हैं और बिल्लू बिरला B2। प्रेम का नपतुला ओवर जारी, लेकिन इस ओवर में 3 इजाफी स्कोर दिए उन्होंने। बिल्कुल फील्डिंग के मुताबिक गेंद करा रहे हैं प्रेम। जहां पर उन्होंने फील्डिंग खड़ी की हुई है कप्तान ने, वहीं पर गेंद करा रहे हैं। बिल्कुल भी गेंद गलत जगह पर नहीं करा रहे। और इस बार घूमकर खेली गेंद, विकेट कीपर के पास से गेंद को बाउंड्री लाइन की जानिब खेल दिया है। शानदार फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा नेपाल के फील्डर, पहले बल्लेबाजी में, उसके बाद बॉलिंग में और अब फील्डिंग में जान की बाजी लगाते हुए बिल्कुल बाउंड्री के पास जाकर पांव की मदद से गेंद को रोका और अपनी टीम के लिए 2 स्कोर बचाए, कीमती 2 स्कोर बचाए नेपाल के फील्डर ने। बिल्कुल आखिरी लम्हा था जब गेंद को उन्होंने दबोचा पांव की मदद से। बाउंड्री हासिल करने के चक्कर में है बिल्लू बिरला, जारहाना मिजाज अपनाए हुए हैं। 36 गेंदों पर 47 की बारी खेलकर क्रीज पर मौजूद है। लेग स्टंप पर थी ये गेंद, इसको रिवर्स स्वीप कर दिया, लेकिन डीप पॉइंट पर फील्डर पहले से मौजूद है। 11 ओवर इख्तिताम पजीर हो चुके हैं। बगैर किसी नुकसान के जनूबी अफ्रीका का बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर 96। बाकी मानदा 9 ओवर में 11.44 की औसत से खेलना होगा। 71 गेंदों पर 96 रन की शराकतदारी हो चुकी है दोनों ओपनर बल्लेबाजों के दरमियान। बिल्लू बिल्ला 37 गेंदों का सामना करके 48 पर मौजूद है। लेसीबा एथापो 34 गेंदों का सामना करके 30 पर मौजूद। इस वक्त जो औसत का रन रेट लेके चल रहे हैं जनूबी अफ्रीका के, वो नाकाफी रहेगा। इनको थोड़ा सा जल्दी करना होगी, थोड़ा सा तेज खेलना होगा। विकेटें इनके हाथ में मौजूद हैं। जितनी तेजी से रन बनाएंगे उतना आसान हो जाएगा हदफ की जानिब जाना। और जैसे जैसे आवर गुजर रहे हैं हदफ मुश्किल से मुश्किल तरीन होते हुए। चौथे आलमी ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप में जनूबी अफ्रीका को सामना है नेपाल की मजबूत बल्लेबाजी का और उसके बाद बॉलिंग का। रिवर्स स्वीप करके खेलना चाह रहे थे, गेंद ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर थी। अंपायर का इशारा वाइड बॉल। B1 कैटेगरी के सुनील छेत्री अपना तीसरा और मजमूई तौर पर 12वां ओवर करा रहे हैं। लंबी शॉट की तलाश में है, बाउंड्री की तलाश में है, किसी बड़े स्कोर की तलाश में है, लेकिन सुनील छेत्री जहां पर गेंद करा रहे हैं वहीं पे उन्होंने फील्डर लिया हुआ है। नेपाल की पोजीशन मुस्तहकम से मुस्तहकम होती हुई, कोई गलती नहीं कर रहे नेपाल के बॉलर और फील्डर। जनूबी अफ्रीका के बल्लेबाज इस वक्त काफी बेचैन दिखाई दे रहे हैं कि किसी तरह बड़ी बाउंड्री हासिल की जाए और जनूबी अफ्रीका को नेपाल की शानदार बॉलिंग का सामना है इस वक्त। और उतनी ही अच्छी फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा कर रहे हैं नेपाल के फील्डर, भरपूर तरीके से साथ दे रहे हैं अपने कप्तान का, भरपूर तरीके से साथ दे रहे हैं अपने बॉलर्स का। जो हदफ उन्होंने दिया है जनूबी अफ्रीका को, उस हदफ से बाज रखने के लिए शानदार हिकमत अमली नेपाल के कप्तान और उनके गेंदबाजों की जानिब से। दूसरा रन लेने के लिए दौड़ना चाहते थे, मथापू मना किया, खतरनाक हो सकता था इस बार। थ्रो काफी अच्छा था। पदम बड़ेला है फील्डर। B1 कैटेगरी के सुनील गेंद करा रहे हैं। अभी तक शानदार ओवर है उनका ये। लेग स्टंप से काफी बाहर थी ये गेंद, फिर भी खेलना चाह रहे थे बिल्लू बिरला। अगर बल्ले को ना लगाते तो एक इजाफी स्कोर मिल सकता था। 101 रन की पार्टनरशिप हो गई दोनों बल्लेबाजों के दरमियान। शिराकत दारी सेंचुरी अबूर कर चुकी है। 10 विकेटें हाथ में है जनूबी अफ्रीका की, लेकिन किसी किस्म का कोई रिस्क लेते नजर नहीं आ रहे दोनों बल्लेबाज। 12 ओवर्स के इख्तिताम पर जनूबी अफ्रीका बगैर किसी नुकसान के 102। जनूबी अफ्रीका ने टॉस जीता था, पहले दावत दी थी नेपाल की टीम को और उसका भरपूर फायदा उठाया नेपाल के बल्लेबाजों ने। लेग स्टंप से बाहर ये गेंद, फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद थे, फील्डर को लग के डीप फाइन लेग के फील्डर के पास गई गेंद। दूसरे स्कोर के लिए दौड़ना चाहते थे बिल्लू बिरला, मना किया मथापो ने, लेकिन थ्रो आ चुका था, खतरनाक हो सकता था बिल्लू बिरला के लिए। प्रेम अपना चौथा और अपने कोटे का आखिरी ओवर कराने के लिए आए हैं। मजमूई तौर पर 13वां ओवर करा रहे हैं। अब तक काफी अच्छी बॉलिंग कराई है प्रेम ने। B1 कैटेगरी खिलाड़ी हैं प्रेम। 8.47 की औसत से चल रहे हैं जनूबी अफ्रीका के बल्लेबाज। आहिस्ता आहिस्ता उनका औसत रन रेट नीचे आता हुआ और जो उनको बनाना है वो औसत ऊपर जाती हुई। चौथे ब्लाइंड आलमी कप 2024 में नेपाल का सामना कर रही है जनूबी अफ्रीका की टीम। मुश्किल हदफ होता हुआ 40 गेंदों पर मजीद 94 स्कोर चाहिए 45 गेंदों पर। रन्स और बालों का इजाफा बढ़ते हुए। नो बॉल का इशारा। साउथ अफ्रीका ने टॉस जीतकर पहले बल्लेबाजी का दावत दी नेपाल को। अच्छी फील्डिंग, शानदार फील्डिंग का मुजाहरा नेपाल के विकेट कीपर की जानिब से। यकीनी तौर पर उन्होंने अपनी टीम के लिए बाउंड्री बचाई है जिस तरह बिल्कुल उल्टा होकर स्कूप वाली शॉट खेलना चाह रहे थे बिल्लू बिल्ला, बिला खौफ वो गेंद के आगे आए और अपने पेट की मदद से गेंद को रोका। लेग स्टंप से बाहर गेंद थी, गैप शॉट है, चौका हो जाएगा। फील्डर की अच्छी कोशिश, नाकाम रहे फील्डर। बिल्लू बिल्ला काफी देर के बाद बाउंड्री की तलाश में थे और आखिरकार उन्हें वो कामयाबी हासिल हुई। लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी, काफी तेज शॉट घुमाई उन्होंने, फील्डर कदरे पहुंच ही गए थे लेकिन दोनों फील्डर एक दूसरे की तरफ देख रहे थे और गेंद उनके दरमियान से बाउंड्री लाइन क्रॉस कर गई। कोशिश अच्छी थी नेपाल के फील्डर की लेकिन नाकाम रहे। एक बार फिर उसी गैप में खेले हैं जहां बाउंड्री हासिल की, इस बार शानदार फील्डिंग। अगर इस तरह की गलतियां करेंगे नेपाल के खिलाड़ी तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा। 13 ओवर्स के इख्तिताम पर बगैर किसी नुकसान पर बढ़ता हुआ स्कोर 112। बारह इशारिया 4-3 की औसत से स्कोर बनाना होंगे जनूबी अफ्रीका को ये मैच जीतने के लिए। बाकी मानदा 7 ओवर में 42 गेंदें बकाया हैं। जनूबी अफ्रीका की इनिंग की इस बार उल्टा होकर खेल दिए बिल्लू बिल्ला, शानदार शॉट और ये पवेलियन का मंजर देख सकते हैं आप। काफी खुश है जनूबी अफ्रीका के सारे डग आउट में बैठे हुए खिलाड़ी इस बाउंड्री हासिल करने के बाद। बिल्लू बिल्ला अपनी निस्फ सेंचुरी मुकम्मल कर चुके हैं, काफी देर से क्रीज पर मौजूद। ओपनर बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए आए थे, लेग स्टंप पर थी ये गेंद, उसको भरपूर तरीके से खेले, किसी फील्डर के लिए कोई मौका नहीं। कोशिश जरूर की थी थर्ड मैन पर ठहरे हुए फील्डर ने। एक बार फिर बिल्कुल लेग स्टंप की तरफ अपना चेहरा कर लेते हैं, टेढ़े होकर खेलते हैं बिल्लू बिल्ला। मौके की तलाश में है, गैप ढूंढ रहे हैं, कहीं से कोई थोड़ा सा फील्डर की गलती मिले और वो बाउंड्री हासिल कर सके। 117 पर पहुंची जनूबी अफ्रीका की टीम। मथापो और बिल्लू बिल्ला 48 गेंदों पर 63 की बारी खेल चुके हैं बिल्लू बिल्ला। सुनील छेत्री अपना आखिरी ओवर करा रहे हैं, रिवर्स स्वीप किया, इस बार गैप में किया। इस ओवर का दूसरा चौका मिल जाएगा जनूबी अफ्रीका को। शानदार शॉट, खुशी की लहर काफी देर के बाद जनूबी अफ्रीका के डग आउट में। खिलाड़ी नाच रहे हैं, डांस कर रहे हैं, तालियां बजा रहे हैं, जंप लगा रहे हैं। बड़ी शानदार शॉट थी, अमूमन ये शॉट मिस हो जाया करती है लेकिन कोई गलती नहीं की। मथापू जो कि अपने तजर्बे का भरपूर फायदा उठा रहे हैं, 39 गेंदों का सामना कर लिया है। 2 शानदार चौके आ गए इस ओवर में। सुनील अपने कोटे का आखिरी ओवर करा रहे हैं। ऑफ स्टंप से काफी बाहर थी ये गेंद। अमूमन जब इस तरह की शॉट बल्लेबाज रिस्क लेकर खेलना शुरू कर दे तो बॉलर घबरा जाया करते हैं और वही हुआ सुनील के साथ। पहला चौका खाने के बाद भी उन्होंने वाइड की तरफ की थी लेकिन वो बल्ले को लग गई। पाकिस्तान के लिए खुशखबरी है, पाकिस्तान ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट ने बांग्लादेश को 8 विकेटों से शिकस्त दे दी है। अहम मैच में वर्ल्ड कप T20 2024 के अहम मैच में पाकिस्तान की टीम ने, पाकिस्तान ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट की टीम ने 8 विकेटों से फतह हासिल कर ली है बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ। 145 रन का हदफ दिया था बांग्लादेश ने 6 विकेटों को गवाकर, जबकि 147 12.4 ओवर में यह सफर तय कर लिया पाकिस्तान की मजबूत बैटिंग लाइन ने। निसार 11 पाकिस्तान की शानदार परफॉर्मेंस। पाकिस्तान ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट टीम ने 12.4 ओवर में 147 का हदफ हासिल कर लिया। 2 विकेटें गवाकर 8 विकेटों से पाकिस्तान ने बांग्लादेश को शिकस्त दे दी। चौथे आलमी कप T20 में पाकिस्तान की शानदार फतह। बॉलर बैक ड्राइव किया है, सुनील छेत्री रोकने में नाकाम रहे। एक स्कोर तेजी से हासिल किया मथापो और बिल्लू बिरला ने। 10 विकेटें हाथ में हैं। 11.84 की औसत चाहिए। 9 की औसत से खेल रहे हैं जनूबी अफ्रीका के बल्लेबाज। इनको रिस्क लेना पड़ेगा, बड़े रन्स के ताकुब में जाना पड़ेगा, तभी कुछ हासिल होगा इस मैच में उनको। 48 गेंदों पर 63 रन की बारी खेलकर बिल्लू बिल्ला खड़े हैं क्रीज पर और 41 पर 41 बनाए हुए हैं मथापो ने। गैप में खेले लेकिन वहां पर फील्डर पहले से मौजूद, दूर से दौड़ते हुए आए फील्डर, दूसरे रन के लिए दौड़ना चाहते हैं, मना किया। सारे खिलाड़ी जो हैं वो लाइन पे खड़े हो गए हैं क्रीज पर, गालबन कोई काशन दे रहे हैं। ये मैच समरी रही पाकिस्तान की शानदार परफॉर्मेंस की। पाकिस्तान ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट टीम ने चारों शाने चित कर दिया। मजबूत बैटिंग लाइन के सामने बांग्लादेश को शिकस्त का सामना करना पड़ा। सुलेमान जिन्होंने अच्छी बारी खेली थी 31 गेंदों पर 43, लेकिन पाकिस्तान की शानदार परफॉर्मेंस। बदर मुनीर जो शानदार ऑलराउंडर है, 9 गेंदों पर 28 स्कोर बनाकर नाकाबिले शिकस्त रहे बदर मुनीर। 36 गेंदों पर 72 स्कोर मजीद चाहिए जनूबी अफ्रीका को ये मैच जीतने के लिए। 12.00 की औसत, 12 की औसत से रन दरकार है नेपाल के खिलाफ। नेपाल की पोजीशन मुस्तहकम अमिश आए हैं 15 ओवर कराने के लिए, अपना दूसरा ओवर करा रहे हैं। पीछे हटे, रिवर्स स्वीप के लिए रूम बनाकर खेलना चाह रहे थे। बिल्लू बिल्ला दूसरा रन लेना चाहते थे, मना किया मथापो ने। नेपाल की आवाम इस वक्त लाइव चलते हुए क्रिक स्लैब पर यह मैच को देखती हुई और महसूस होती हुई उनकी टीम फतह के बिल्कुल पास है। अगर इसी तरह बॉलिंग और फील्डिंग का मुजाहिरा करते रहे नेपाल के तमाम खिलाड़ी, आमिश सोनेल की शानदार बॉलिंग, भारत की शानदार परफॉर्मेंस, निरेश की शानदार बल्लेबाजी। रिवर्स स्वीप किया इस बार, लेकिन पहले से फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद हैं। बड़ी शानदार हिकमत अमली नेपाल के कप्तान की। यह यकीनी तौर पर पुरमुसर्रत मौका होगा नेपाल के लिए कि उन्होंने जैसी हिकमत अमली अपनाई है बिल्कुल उसी के मुताबिक गेंद करवा रहे हैं तमाम गेंदबाज, और उसी के मुताबिक फील्डिंग में भी शानदार परफॉर्मेंस रही अभी तक तमाम फील्डर की। मिस हुई गेंद, मथापू की दोनों टांगों में से गेंद विकेट कीपर के पास गई। स्कोर लेना चाहते थे, बड़ी शॉट की तरफ जाना होगा। 1, 2 या 3 स्कोर या ग्राउंड शॉट से वो कामयाबी हासिल ना हो सकेगी जनूबी अफ्रीका को नेपाल के खिलाफ। औसत रन रेट मुसलसल बढ़ते हुए माउंट एवरेस्ट की सरजमीन के बाशिंदे नेपाल के खिलाड़ी इस वक्त मैच पर अपनी गिरफ्त को मजबूत से मजबूत तर करते हुए तैयार नहीं थे गालबन, तैयार नहीं थे गालबन। आमिश अंपायर को देख रहे हैं। बिल्लू बिल्ला तैयार नहीं थे, विकेटों के आगे से हट गए। दोबारा करानी होगी ये गेंद अमिश को। अमूमन मैच में ये मनाजिर कम ही देखने को मिलते हैं। बिल्कुल टेढ़े होकर शॉट खेल रहे हैं। ये अच्छी शॉट थी। ओवर इख्तिताम पजीर हुआ और इस ओवर के इख्तिताम के साथ ही हमारे कमेंट्री बॉक्स में भी एक बिल्ली आ गई है। जैसे कि वसीम अकरम ने पिछले दिनों बिल्ली का जिक्र किया इंटरनेशनल कमेंट्री में, लेजेंड वसीम अकरम ने बदर मुनीर शानदार परफॉर्मर रहे इस बार, प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच, पाकिस्तान ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट के शानदार ऑलराउंडर। 9 गेंदों पर 28 रन की बारी खेली, 5 चौके लगाए, 1 छक्का लगाया बदर मुनीर ने। शानदार परफॉर्मेंस रही बदर मुनीर की। मैच जितवाने में अहम किरदार अदा किया। और इस वक्त आवाज चेंज करेंगे, इजाज अहमद मेरे सीनियर कमेंटेटर मेरे साथ मौजूद है और उनका साथ देंगे जनूबी अफ्रीका के हम असर 15 ओवर्स के इख्तिताम पर बगैर किसी नुकसान के 132।
Thank you very much. Ayaz has Nepal put on 199 the target, and so far it's 132 without loss of any wicket. That is what South Africa has done here. 67 more runs required in 5 overs. That is the story, and let's see that if they can whip up, can play some big shots, can think out of the box. Oh, misfield resulting for fielder was there. He had made his ground, but he was unable to bend down in time, and that ball has gone into the boundary line for 4.
Yeah, the South Africans really need that. They're going to need literally every single bit of luck that they can get at this stage. It's certainly a steep ask, but you never say never in this kind of situation. But I'm sure Nepal will still feel the game is pretty much under control. They've been able to restrict the batsmen. Not enough usage of both areas of the field, both sides of the field, or various areas. So Nepal have been able to lock it down for the most part. As much as South Africa have tried to score, but it hasn't been coming consistently enough.
Well, in the meantime, we have got a single, but there is a misfield, which has resulted the batters to run for the next. So 2 runs added. South Africa 138 without loss of any wicket in 15.3 overs. Boucher approaching to 73 in 55 as Mutapo, the B3, 43 in 44 deliveries. That ball was down the leg side, fine leg was up. Still they have managed to get a single. So 7 runs in fact in this over. Still they have got 2 more deliveries. Like 1 boundary is required.
I'd say probably could even ask for 2.
26 deliveries, 60 to win. Pretty straight delivery. They are appealing, but it was not in line of the stumps. Umpire said that's not out, but batters, they have found the luxury of running the runs. So they have completed a single. It's 140 without loss of any wicket. It's pretty quick delivery. Boucher was trying to play towards onside, couldn't control his balance, fell down. Well, partnership okay, but it should be now accelerated.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's pretty much all good and well building runs. However, the strike rate that you go at is also just as crucial, if not more so, particularly in a run chase that was demanding of 10 runs per over from the jump. So certainly I think now requiring 15 runs per over in these last 4, the South Africans are pretty much going to have to go on an all-out full-on assault if they're even to come close to the total at this stage. Otherwise they could end up coming short.
Yes, we had seen that couple of great games. Salman Bukhari, the director of Pakistan Blind Cricket Council. Lots of big things. They've been sitting and organizing this blind World Cup T20 2024. That has been played uppishly down to the deep mid wicket, but they have got protection. They are returning back for 2. Chance on the wicket keeper side, but that ball was not collected properly. And they have gone for 2 runs. They're running between the wicket. That is quick. And I think so that on 6 deliveries, if you run 2 on every ball, you will be getting 12 runs, which has been the requirement here at this stage. Anything more than 10 runs will be extra for them, a bonus for them, I must say. Look at that, they are continuously playing towards onside. Chance of run out, and Mutapo loses his runs here. He knew that he couldn't make it this time. So it's a wicket at 142 runs.
Yeah, big Ephraim Matapo caught there, unable to reach his crease in time. And so that is the fall of the first wicket for South Africa. It's now going to see the introduction of a B1 batsman, Edric Tahar from Boland. He's going to be coming in, trying to see what impact he can make, perhaps looking to make a similar impact to that he made in the previous World Cup when South Africa chased it down against Australia, where he came in and made a very big impact. And they'll certainly need him to bring about some of those boundaries of his today if South Africa is able to claw this gap.
Yes, so let's see that how the things will work here for South Africa blind cricket team as a B1 player arrives in the centre. Edrich marking his guard. There is a short extra position and short mid-on. These are the two fielders that they've been trapping, not to drive through covers, not to go towards onside. Well, this is going down the leg side, fine leg is up. I think so that was not connected with the bat. They have got a single. Well, there is a hope that if B1 player here just arrived in the centre, Adrich can score quickly. There may be a hope for South Africa. 145 with a loss of 1 wicket, 16.3 overs. Let's see that how they will be managing, because they have got 3 fielders nearby. Short fine leg, short mid on, and a short extra. Let's see that how he will be playing. Good shot, but extremely well fielded, stopping with a foot. That ball was at square leg. Fielder came on quickly and stopped that.
Yeah, Nepal have been putting their bodies on the line the whole day. Really working very well. They certainly knew that their target was imposing enough against the South Africans, and Nepal have really backed it up. And I guess we also see the difference in terms of the extras. Hasn't been quite as much, I would say. And certainly they've been backing it up in the field.
Yeah, so far, if we have a look on extras, it's 24. 150 up for South Africa in style, but they have 16.4 overs, what they have consumed here. That has been switched hit. Ball is running down the hill quickly, losing its pace. And they have got 2 runs. They are running. Goodness me. This couldn't be run out because the ball was off from the fielder's hand. Well, luck is working for South Africa.
Well,
I think so that there is some part of ball. It was a no ball. They're celebrating a run out.
Goodness me. At a time like this, it's always going to be frantic, quite dramatic, and I think that ball was the perfect example of what exactly we can expect for these last remaining overs. Every single ball absolutely crucial at this point for both teams. I think South Africa are going to start taking more and more risks as they keep going, and it's really up to Nepal to keep calm and keep just controlling the game as they currently are. They don't need to really do anything unusual. They're in the lead seat right now, so it's up to the South Africans to try find something extra special.
Yes, exactly, but run out, really a costly blow for South Africa. As B1 player got run out. There was a part of pole involved in kissing the stumps while they were taking a run. I think so that it's not over. We're going to see some thrilling cricket in the last 5 overs from both teams, but to me, like, it seems that South African batters, now they are in a hurry. They knew that we are way behind now.
Yeah, just essentially this, as I alluded to that, in a run chase, you'd rather be ahead of the game, particularly by the time you get to around over number 8 or 9 onwards, so as to ensure that the build-up at the back end is not so much that it puts on pressure that creates all this frantic chaos that could ensue now. But I guess we'll see how the new batsman, Lisedi Sufi, joins in. We saw he was a very solid batsman against Pakistan, and hopefully the youngster from Titans Blind Cricket will be able to do something special here.
So let's see that how he will be behaving, because Lesufi just backing away, trying to play a big shot towards offside, but could only score 2 runs. Well, Nepali fielders, they are on the toes. They were just backing up each other. They are clapping, and lots of noises coming through. And that shows the body language, which has been a positive impact.
Absolutely. You could feel there's lots of tension out there. Both teams on their toes. There's barely anyone seated now at this stage. But still, the Nepalese guys, they're confident, moving around, communicating with each other, geeing each other up, knowing they're in a fight, but so far they know it's in their hands at this point.
Yes, exactly. The equation is favouring to Nepal blind cricket team, as 45 runs in 18 deliveries seems to be a tough ask for South Africa. 17 overs gone, in fact. It's 154 for 2.
Yeah, 15 runs per over rather required for the South Africans. This duo certainly is capable. They're 2 of the strongest batsmen in South Africa. However, with Lisedi still being a fresh batsman, it's going to require him to immediately be on his A game to join Buhle. And the 2 of them are really going to have to produce some magic right all the way through in these last remaining 18 legal balls.
Yes, in this over, they should try. They should try big. That is swing away towards onside. But settling for a single. Well, I think so that good arm is required here, being a batter's point of view, because if you have a good arm, you can throw well from the deep right onto the bails. But sometimes when you have got a good arm in terms of batter, you can hit well.
Indeed. And I think finding gaps is really the key at this point. They certainly can't afford dot balls, and really you can't afford probably more than 1 single per over as well. So it's really interesting now. Scary times for both teams, but probably even more so for the blind Proteas.
Yes, exactly. This is a stage that goosebumps and lots of negative, positive thoughts been floating into the mind that either we're going to win, we're going to lose. But these are the situations that the teams are going through and learning. You see Nepali support for Nepali flag. Know that this guy is from Pakistan, but he has love for Nepal, support for Nepal, because that team is in a driving seat.
Absolutely. For any neutral, for sure, you can only but admire what Nepal have done today. Batted very well. They're fielding, they're defending hard. I'm sure they've won over a lot more fans today. Very exciting team to watch, and they certainly put their hearts in everything that they do.
Well, there is an extra run because that ball was not collected cleanly by Madan, the wicketkeeper, wearing 1 number shirt. 162 with a loss of 2 wickets. I think so that if they will be in a position to play much straight, because there is a gap as mid-off is up in 30 yards. So if you can stand and play straight with high swinging bat, maybe you can get some good results there.
Yeah, I think it's all about identifying the gaps, spotting which fielders perhaps you can try run a 2 or 3 on. However, at this stage of the game, that kind of accuracy, it's all about nerves. Who can really stay calm now and handle the pressure that's going to be coming In fact, not even coming, it's already here. And let's see really what can these batsmen do to try and change the tide of this game.
37 more required in 12 legal deliveries. I think that if South Africans can score like 25 runs in this over, then there will be a chance for them.
Yeah, I'd say at an absolute minimum, you'd probably be looking for at least 20 in this over. But yeah, as you quite rightly say, 25 would be ideal. But anyway, between 20 to 25 for the South Africans, for them to really have a chance of winning this game, over 19 is the one. They have to go big and go big now.
Yes, and you have to give credit to the captain because so far we have seen since the start of this inning that captain has given the ball to the bowlers and they are bowling according to the plans. That way the fielders are, that the ball is being properly bowled at the same spot, and most of the times like 60 to 70% we have seen that the shots are gone through at the same spot where the fielders are planted. So it's really hard for them to get the gaps at this stage.
Yeah, certainly now you have to just think surely at some point the South Africans a little bit of doubts might be creeping into their minds now, but can they still get there? Of course they're going to try fight, but at the same time you perhaps might look back a bit to those middle overs when they had the ball in hand. Too many extras given away, going above 30 extras, too many overthrows, those misfields all coming back to haunt them now, it seems.
Well, there you go. Boshe was trying to play a big shot towards onside. Couldn't control his balance and fell down again. It's a dot delivery. I think that along with the body you have to use your mind at where the gaps are, because so far we hadn't seen the best of the gap shot since 15 over. And now he has gone straight enough. This is where the runs are available and he has got the boundary.
Well, still not yet giving up the fight. Boshe is certainly trying his best out there. He's put in a valiant effort today for sure. He's really put up an innings that the South Africans did need. Didn't quite get the support around him that he needed at a strong enough strike rate considering the target. But he certainly has still out there, still trying to fight till the very last ball.
It's 169 for 2, South Africa blind cricket team. The shot has been played towards long on and they've got a single. Score goes slowly at 170 for 2. It's 34 required in 8 deliveries, which is quite difficult, a tough ask, as Nepal cricket team today scored 198. The target was 199. In reply, South Africa currently 170 with a loss of 2 wickets.
Yeah, I think considering that the South Africans probably gave away perhaps up to 30 runs too many with in the bowling innings through all those mistakes, I think they're going to look back ruefully after this game is done when they're having their team chat. I think that's really where all things started. Perhaps maybe with the bat as well, they could have rather tried to share it around the field a bit more, spread the shots into various areas, really make the fielders work a bit more, and probably even push a bit harder as well with the running. However, unfortunately, looks like it's going to be a little bit too much for them to cover in the end.
Yes, and last 6 deliveries, 27 runs required. And let's see if South Africa blind cricket team can make this history by scoring 27 runs in 6 deliveries. Boshe is on strike, he's on 90. 67 deliveries he has faced. And let's see that if he will be able to get his team on the crossing line. Here we go. That delivery was pretty straight and that has been played towards long off in fact, and they've got a single. But the B2 player has been given the duties to officiate in the last over.
Bharat just needs to keep it simple, do what his captain requires of him, and take his team over the line to victory. Nepal have absolutely deserved it. They've taken advantage of what South Africa offered them, and they've ensured that they're holding on to what they were given.
Yes, it is. Bharat comes in again. This shot has been played down to the long leg region, and they have got another single. But at this stage, these kind of singles are not been a big deal for Nepali skipper, as he has done a good job along with the 11th side. He has led the team well. I think so that South Africa will have to rethink about the extras, what they have given too much.
Yes, indeed. I think that's certainly one of the main factors for this defeat today for the South Africans. Well, what surely looks like it will be a defeat. I think some strong words might be spoken today amongst the team. I think they certainly need to regroup now, because they're now going to be up against it in order for them to try and qualify for the semi-finals. It's going to be that much harder, having lost the first 2 games now.
3 deliveries, 23 runs required for South African blind cricket team. In this time he has swung away. Ball is going towards long on, and 2 fielders couldn't stop it. It crosses the fence for 4. 180 with a loss of 2 wickets. But Boshe has approached to 97 runs. That was slightly backing away, standing and delivering in style as mid-wicket was there. But he has a wrong selection of field. Again, that has been played towards long on, but this time he will surely be settling for a couple of runs. They are running hard for 3. They are coming back for 3. The chance is there. Wait and see if umpire. No, there are 3 runs. So there you go. Boshe has achieved a century here at 71 runs. 100 runs came. But this is an effort. But let's see that where they will be finishing it, because 71 deliveries, 100 runs in 8 boundaries. He has done this. But if we look on to the team, his team is not gonna take this game to their favor.
Yeah, I think on a personal note, fantastic milestone achieved there by Boshe. Performed very well, but unfortunately not enough to get the team over the line at the end of the day.
Yes, and there you go. Nepal blind cricket team has won this game with a margin of 11 runs. Congratulations to Nepal blind cricket team, as they have achieved the victory against a bigger side. Really a talented side of Nepal. Blind cricket team has done this today, and look at that. Nepali flag is waving here at Lahore after this big victory, and jubilation, celebration is all across here, as well as back at Kathmandu. The people at Nepal will surely be happy to see the result of this game to their favor.
Yeah, fantastic work by Nepal. Congratulations to them. Really deserved the win. They came out, they fought hard, stayed composed when they needed to, and in the end I think that was really the difference. They kept their cool and they didn't let the pressure affect them too much, and at the end of the day they did what they needed to do, wronged the rights from the previous World Cup, and now they've got the win back over the South Africans.
Yes, exactly. South African side, though they have done a good job at not crossing the line, but this time, men in blue, Nepal blind cricket team, they have done this in style today by keeping really a senior side in check. And they have won this game with a margin of 11 runs. The victory goes to their favor. And look at that, the body language, the smiling faces of these Nepali blind cricketers. They are the proud of the country. Well done, well played.
Congratulations to Nepal. And I think for the South Africans now, they need to do some homework and see what's going to come for tomorrow when they face Sri Lanka.
ये स्कोर कार्ड रहा और बड़ी फतह हासिल की है बड़ी टीम के खिलाफ। नेपाल ने कर दिया है धमाल और मथापो 46 रन की बारी खेल सके, नाकाबिले शिकस्त रहे बॉशले, बेरला 71 गेंदों का सामना किया। उनकी सेंचुरी उनकी टीम को फतह न दिलवा सकी और नेपाल के कैंप में इस वक्त खुशी की लहर दौड़ गई है। नेपाल की टीम निहायत ही शानदार खेली, बल्लेबाजी में, बॉलिंग में, बैटिंग में। यकीनी तौर पर खटमंडू और नेपाल के पूरी वतन में खुशी की लहर दौड़ गई होगी। एक बड़ी फतह हासिल की है नेपाल की टीम ने। नरेश चौधरी शानदार बल्लेबाजी की, उन्होंने 57 गेंदों का सामना किया, 80 स्कोर की बारी खेली। सगर जो बहुत ही बेहतरीन रहे, सगर 29 गेंदों का सामना किया। और एक दूसरे मैच में जो आज ही खेला गया, पाकिस्तान बामुकाबला बांग्लादेश, जिसमें पाकिस्तान ने शिकस्त से 2-4 किया बांग्लादेश को। बांग्लादेश की टीम अच्छी रही लेकिन पाकिस्तान के बदर मुनीर ने उनको चारों शाने चित कर दिया। इस शानदार मैच के शानदार अहवाल के बाद नेपाल के कैंप में खुशी की लहर दौड़ गई है। यकीनी तौर पर नेपाल की टीम, नेपाल के शहरी, नेपाल के बासी मुबारकबाद के मुस्तहिक हैं और पूरे नेपाल इस वक्त खुशियां मना रहा होगा। चौथे आलमी वर्ल्ड कप T20 में जो फतह से हमकिनार हुई है उनकी टीम। अब मैन ऑफ द मैच सेरेमनी के लिए हम चलेंगे इजाज अहमद की तरफ। नेपाल बामुकाबला जनूबी अफ्रीका की मैन ऑफ द मैच और इमर्जिंग प्लेयर सेरेमनी के लिए इजाज अहमद।
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome at presentation party of this wonderful game of cricket. Match number 10 today here at Ghani Sports, Ghani Institute of Cricket, Lahore. Two teams who battle for this game today. It's South Africa versus Nepal blind cricket teams. And first of all, congratulations to Nepal cricket team after winning this wonderful game. Well, I request the chief guest of today, Mr. Shazib Farooq, the marketing head Cheesius. Sir, please come forward. Along with him, it's Adil Server, who is marketing executive Cheesius. Mr. Salman Tariq Bukhari, the director marketing, Pakistan Blind Cricket Council, and Mr. Bilal, director cricket operations, Pakistan Blind Cricket Council. Well, we are starting a bit of the chit-chat with the captains. So, first of all, I will request Tibsu to come forward, the losing team captain, South African blind cricket team. Well, Tibsu, hard luck. Your boys did well, good opening partnership, but that didn't least.
Yes, no, they did so well. But unfortunately, we couldn't make it to that the runs that we needed.
Well, what about extras? I think so that your team has given too many extras, which costed you the game.
Yeah, we saw that and we noticed that, which is our weakness, and then so we'll just try to rectify that one. So, yeah.
Okay, play well and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Tibbs, so. And now it's time for the winning team captain, and I will request from the Nepali cricket team, one and only, the winning team captain Ramesh Bahadur, if you can come forward. Ramesh, Urdu mein baat kar lenge? Okay. Well, today your team has won the game. Excellent display of cricket. We had seen that your boys are really on the toes. Either they were batting, either they were fielding.
धन्यवाद. सर्वप्रथम त अहिलेसम्मको पर्फर्मेन्समा हिजोको भन्दा पनि आजको गेम हामीलाई चुनौती थियो र जित्नै पर्ने थियो र अहिलेसम्मको नभएको हिस्ट्री चाहिँ हामीले रच्न सफल भएका छौँ र आजको म्याच जितेर हामी सेमी फाइनलमा मात्रै छिरेनौँ कि सिङ्गो ब्लाइन्ड क्रिकेट 2008 देखिको अहिलेसम्ममा आएर भिक्ट्री नै रचेका छौँ। त्यसको लागि म मेरो टिमलाई धेरै धेरै बधाई दिन चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद।
Well, first of all, congratulations, Mr. Busle, for your century. South Africa, they are really a very good team. We know it. We played several times. And it's a history for Nepalese blind cricket. Actually, probably we are reaching semi-final this time. It's a history for Nepali blind cricket. Congratulations, teammates, everyone. Sagar Lama, B1 player, played very well today. Once again, congratulations to everyone.
Well, Lama did play well, but what about Naresh Chaudhary, that he's in a great form?
No doubt. There is no doubt he played well. Naresh, opener batsman, they were good, but B1 player, even he played very well today.
Excellent, and well done. Best of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Well, Nepal blind cricket team has really improved their cricket over the years. And now it's time to give prizes. And I will request Mr. Shazib Farooq, the Cheesius marketing head, to present the man of the match, because it's the winning side, and the man of the match goes to Naresh Chaudhary of Nepal. Please. Excellent batter. He's in a great form, scoring runs. 72 against Afghanistan, and today what a knock he has played for Nepal. Well, his party is not over here. It is also back at Nepal, at Kathmandu. This is also a birthday gift. what your teammates are saying all about. Beautiful shield and 25,000 cash prize. And now it's time for emerging player. And I will request Mr. Adil Sabar, the marketing executive Cheesiest, to come forward and present this emerging award. It goes to Boshe Bedlav, South Africa. Boshe, come forward and collect your award, please. Please, well played. Though that bit of the hard luck, sometimes it happens. But 15,000 Pak Rupee cash award, and this shield goes along with you. You have played well. Good fight. Good game. Well played. And now it's time, as Cheesiest is the official partner of this Blind Cricket World Cup T20 2024. They have done an excellent job so far for this wonderful event. So there is a token of love, and I will request Mr. Salman Bukhari, Director Marketing, Pakistan Blind Cricket Council, to present a shield to Mr. Shahzeb Farooq, the Cheesiest Marketing Head. Sir, thank you very much for your kind support. You have done an excellent job in promoting blind cricket in this Blind T20 World Cup 2024. Thank you very much for your time, for your support, and we are looking forward in the future. Well, that's it from the presentation ceremony, but I will request for the group photo, and we conclude this presentation ceremony over here. We'll see you tomorrow morning, and live action will be played over here, this very venue, and this will be the last day here at Lahore. Then the action will be shifted to Multan. Bye-bye. Nepal.